Yeah, looks like we now have audio.
We did it.
Welcome this time. Thank you.
Troubleshooting on the fly. What are you even
I'm out of the
doing?
box!
Excellent. Very good. Mine.
All right.
Yeah, welcome back, everybody, to Pandemic Legacy Season 2 for our first game in May. The month of May, we are down to 24 supply cubes, which, as you can sort of see from the board here,
Not good.
things are a little dire. We've got a plague in London already. Atlanta, Sao Paulo are both completely devoid of cubes, so we're going to be looking to do some damage control pretty early on. Thankfully, Jacob is first up, and Jacob is once again playing Tris Archon, who is our farmer.
I screwed up my journal.
You did?
Put a no on the last win date.
Oh, well, that was very silly. You were probably just on a roll, because
Yeah,
you were like, oh,
honestly,
3 in a row. All right.
yeah.
But yeah, so we were about to hit the ground running. We did a little bit of stuff offline with the plot. So we turned over this card, which reads, we found records from 25 years ago showing the location of a now fallen haven. It contained the equipment to generate supplies and was about to field test inoculating against the plague. We now know where it is. It's vital that we access it.
Oh my god, we have to go there.
So
Yes.
we put this sticker on the board, which contains this lost haven. And if we access it, not only do we accomplish an objective, we also get to open box 6, which is very exciting. So that's definitely something we're going to be aiming for this time. And we also found, we had some journal entries and found an archive. So, journal entry, this is contemporary, present day for the purposes of the game. Holomen have left the Americas alone and seem to be moving, retreating, into Europe and Africa. They stop at nothing. Wherever they go, the plague follows. They're like men possessed to end everything we're trying to do. After 70 years, old prejudices still exist. Also, we've learned where our leaders went, and why we're still here. Which is the backside, which is from the archive. So November 5th, year 70, which is 2 years ago, I believe. 2 to 5 years ago,
Something like that.
from our perspective as characters. And this is a memorandum from our leaders. It says, initiating the protocol during our annual leadership summit. It's a long journey to Utopia. We are the best and brightest minds of the Havens, and we feel confident that Utopia will take us in, despite our differences. We have knowledge, skills, and experience. We can help. Those we leave behind would not gain access to Utopia. The list is made. Not an easy task, but necessary. Godspeed us on our journey. So, fuck these guys.
Our forebears were dicks.
Yeah, they totally bailed. They were like, man, it's shit out here. We're going to go to Utopia alone, and we're going to leave these other people because they suck. That's like TLDR is that.
Mr. President, we cannot allow a mineshaft gap.
Exactly.
For any of the Doctor Strange lovers out there.
Watched it once in high school. Didn't stick with me.
So we activate the Haven just by connecting to Lima, correct?
No, we have to move there.
So once a pawn moves there.
Yes. As soon as a pawn moves to that Haven space, we name and access the Haven and open package 6.
Also, I'm going to suggest Rapa Nui for the name.
Rapa Nui?
Because that's the name of the the statues on Easter Island, which looks like where it is.
There you go. All right.
That's quite a nice name.
I'm good for that.
I think they're Rapa Nui. I'm going to double check.
Quick administrative notes. Tris Archon, our farmer, really amazing at putting supply cubes out into the field. Caleb Garrick is our logician. What is your actual name?
Administrator.
Administrator. Good at moving people around the board. And me, not playing Vix this time, I'm playing Mateo Lopez. For those of you who were with us last time, Mateo Lopez is the immunologist who we found in Buenos Aires. The immunologist, when making supply cubes, or rather, when doing the make supplies action, you may take the supply cubes from the reserve instead of the stockpile. And the reason that this is important, as we mentioned at the top, every game we have decreasing numbers of supply cubes in the stockpile, and at this point we are down to 2/3 of our original amount. So I'm going to be using my ability to hopefully get some more out on the board and alleviate a lot of this pressure that we've been feeling.
So Rapa Nui is the island's name.
Well,
the
I mean,
original
that's even more
Islanders
perfect.
language. Which I couldn't tell you what that language is.
Yeah.
But
Alrighty.
Rapa Nui.
Anybody got anything else before we start?
Let's see. Not really. We've got some produce supplies actions. We've got some foundations that have been set and things like that. One last thing. We forgot to do this last time, but we had a follow from PGI Rue 009. So if you are here or watching any of our stuff later on, thank you very much for the follow. We forgot to mention that. That was during Void of the Beagles.
Robin. Okay, Robin Crusoe.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
We completely
greatly
missed
appreciate
it. So.
Yeah. I think we were focused on how good we were doing.
Yeah. We were amazed at the fact you can win a game of Robinson Crusoe campaign mode.
Yep. All right.
Well, yeah. Cheers to you.
Now, my turn.
Your turn. Get us started, fearless leader.
Save us.
I will try. So I will start by doing my quick produce and deliver action.
Yep.
Right there.
I appreciate that greatly. Thank you.
You're welcome. So that's 1. 2. I think I'm going to do London.
Did we destroy one London card?
We did, I think.
Yeah. 3 and then 4.
Okay. Okay.
And that'll be it.
Cool. Okay. What you got for player cards?
Got London, so I am all colors.
Yep, rainbow flag.
Mother
shit.
All right. Well, let's
hold on to your butts.
Let's infect. What do we got? Lagos. Oh damn, that is the one.
Now there's 2 of them and one this one.
Shit.
Well, I'm glad we took whatever the radiation cure one was.
Yeah. Drastic measures.
Yeah, drastic measures. Yeah, I'm glad. We got
the other thing about this though, so that kind of sucks, but I mean, pressure's off. Like statistically, we've got like 12 cards before we get to the next one.
Yeah, but that also means if they're drawn Istanbul, New York. Well, I guess
Istanbul and New York will be empty.
Be fine.
The only ones that we actually have to worry about
Atlanta
infecting are
Lagos.
Atlanta and Lagos. So yeah.
So which ones are going to be the top ones?
That's
Atlanta and Lagos. Sao Paulo.
Sao Paulo.
Okay.
Thank God I went there. And London. Thank God I went there.
Yeah, no.
Well, that's perfect.
Yes.
Well,
came in clutch.
Well done.
Oh, this works perfect. I can remote drop onto Atlanta.
Yeah, there
Perfect.
you go.
Okay.
And it's your turn, so
Okay,
go for
first
it.
thing I'm gonna do is remote drop onto Atlanta.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
Good.
Do either of you want to be somewhere else?
I mean, I'd like to be in Vinedo, but
Okay, I can do that.
I mean, do you have? Is it possible for you, with the actions that you have remaining, to make cubes and deliver them in Lagos?
No.
Can't get to Lagos. No.
Okay.
No.
I can make the cubes and transfer them to you.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking. If you go... no, that wouldn't really work that well. 1, 2... Oh, no, yeah, you could do that. If you move to Vinedo, move him to you, make cubes, and give it to him.
Yep.
Okay. That works for me.
Yeah, I think that'll be decent.
I move Vinedo, I move you to me, I make 2, and I give them to you as a free action.
There we go. Cool. Draw yon cards.
Istanbul.
Constantinople. Sao Paulo. Alright.
Alright.
Not bad.
So I've got 2 yellows, 2 blues, and a black.
Yep.
And what do we draw?
We've got Paris.
Alright.
Atlanta.
Whoa.
Thank God you did that.
Whoa. Yeah, and now that means, okay, that's awesome.
So wait,
Awesome.
how many Atlanta and Paris cards are there? Is there just one of each?
There's 2 Paris.
2
but there's
Paris,
only
1
one
Atlanta. Right, because it's determined by the original.
Exactly. The original population.
I'm remembering this crap.
We need to actually grab grab some audio from the parts that we say the exact same thing at the same time.
Yeah.
Because it does happen.
It happened a fair amount. Yeah. Okay. Well, before I leave, I'm going to make the most out of our opal, which that's actually quick note for those of you watching at home. That's how we're generating 2 cubes at a time. The opal laboratory gives us the ability to generate an extra cube when we make supplies at a haven or a supply center. So we are abusing the hell out of that. 2 cubes. 4 cubes. 4. No reason not to. And then I will move. Okay.
So wait, before
I'm
you move,
thinking 3 cubes.
yes, I think 3 cubes is good. Also, the question is, do you want to drop, let's say, 3 of your 6 on Vigneto so that someone else can take them?
I mean, I could just give them to...
Or give them to him.
Right.
I mean, either way.
I would like to... So here's the thing.
I just want to know what you're planning on doing with the cubes.
I need 2 in order to create the land route from Sao Paulo to Lima.
Okay.
So I'd like to have at least 2 remaining after
All right, then you're fine. No worries, because then you could also add 1 to Sao Paulo on your way. Right.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, cool. I'll keep my...
I just wanted to know what you were doing with the cubes,
and then
because you wouldn't drop all 6.
3 in Lagos.
Yes, that's good.
1, 2, 3.
That's it.
4. Yeah, that's it. Ooh, 1 Quiet Night. And New York.
I bet.
So, lots of blue on the board. We should be looking to consolidate that. Although we want to search Atlanta first.
Mm-hmm.
And then we infect.
Okay, what do we got?
London.
London's at 0.
Yep, but I'm next, so.
Yeah.
New York.
New York's at 0.
But I'm next. So, there we go. These are actually probably the best ones.
These have worked out really well so far.
For me, anyway. Alrighty, my turn.
Your turn.
Cool. First things first. London. Badoom. So that's 1 action.
Yep.
2. 3.
Remote delivery.
Yeah. Actually, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this instead. First action, second action, third action. I'm going to produce and deliver. I'm going to put 3 there and 3 there.
Okay. That's not a bad idea.
Yeah. So that's currently, yeah. Because then if anyone wants to go towards Paris, they can always like pick 1 up from there and keep going.
Okay.
All right. That's my actions.
Cairo.
Okay.
Produce supplies.
Cool. Okay. Oh, we have 1 2-box and 1 1-box. But
and I've got
currently,
2 boxes as well.
Currently, it doesn't really matter.
Infections.
What do we got?
Sao Paulo.
That one, not that
Sao
one.
Paulo.
That's Lagos. Wrong continent.
Lagos.
Now that
there
one.
we go. And that's why we put 3.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
All right.
So.
You gonna go to Atlanta and search?
Yes.
You sound apprehensive.
I'm making up in my mind.
Yeah.
I can either move to Atlanta and search, or I can move to Jacksonville and change out that card.
What do you mean?
Move you to Jacksonville and take that.
Go to Atlanta and search.
Go to Atlanta and search?
Yeah.
Alrighty. First of all, I ain't going nowhere that ain't got nothing on it.
Yes, that is a smart thing to do.
Yeah, so 1 action, 2, 3, search.
Well, hang on.
What?
Technically, it would be better at... I know what Greg's saying, I think. I produce in Vigneto.
Yes.
And then I drop them in Atlanta.
Well, no, you wouldn't be able to search at that point. Because dropping and producing are both actions.
Right.
So you would have 1 too many actions.
What I was actually saying is that the first search we ever did in Chicago put cubes onto Chicago. So maybe don't use your ability to put stuff onto Atlanta and instead save it and put it somewhere else if Atlanta doesn't need a cube.
Yeah, do that.
Because I also have Sao Paulo.
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
And
So
Sao
do that
Paulo would
last.
actually be more useful.
There you go.
Okay. I am searching Atlanta.
Yep. Alrighty. Welcome to our viewers. We are currently playing Pandemic Legacy Season 2. We are going through right now the
this is a
second
lot
round.
of text.
Wall of
I was
text.
right. I was right about the CDC. It's something about the CDC.
Oh, there we go.
Alright.
It's
We
gonna
are
be fucking kill your
so
character.
Pandemic Legacy Season 2. We have a post-apocalyptic world, and we are
yeah.
trying to discover a lot of it.
Paper towel for
Behind
the
you,
fluff.
I got it. Sorry to listeners. There you go.
Oh, we're getting some Campaign 1 spoilers out there for everyone.
Alrighty.
Okay. The plague that broke the world started here. The plague that broke the world started here. A group blew up the CDC, destroying the coronavirus, but releasing a plague that couldn't be stopped. Oh, fuck.
God damn it. Why did we do that?
Not sure what prompted this action or if they knew what would result from it. You may move 1 card in the infection discard pile to the game end area.
So it's this one?
Yeah. So essentially we're moving 1 card.
What do we want to remove? We've got 2 Londons, we've got 2 Lagos. If we remove the Lagos, if we remove this Lagos, Lagos is going to be safe.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have to worry about it.
Mm-hmm. I think there's a compelling argument for that. I think there's a compelling argument for one of the Londons, just so we can slow it down.
Yeah. Statistically, I'd say Lagos is still less likely to be.
And then there's Atlanta.
A problem.
I'm definitely thinking London or Atlanta.
I would say London because I can drop onto Atlanta.
True.
Or if we remove Atlanta, I feel okay with leaving it there, and I can remote drop onto Sao Paulo.
I don't know. I feel Lagos is my top choice.
See, I just feel like Lagos is already statistically less likely to have that kind of problem. Obviously, not completely removed, and we're getting to the point where who drove the epidemic? Was it? It was Jacob.
It was Jacob on literally his first turn.
So almost certainly there's going to be an epidemic in the next draw.
Because it was early.
Either next draw or Greg, because there's one every 8 cards, you said, right?
So
approximately.
A stack of cards that is between 8 and 7, 8 and 9, includes one epidemic. But they're shuffled after that.
Yeah.
So since we drew this one at the top, statistically, if the other one was shuffled and had the epidemic in the middle, we would have actually 12 cards between them.
Okay.
Math!
I would argue for London, but I could also go for Lagos. I don't see the need as much for Atlanta just because there's one card in there. And so long as I have Atlanta, we can keep continuing to remote stock that.
My reason for Lagos as well is that, especially since we have both New York and London, me being in Montgomery just lets me do a lot of stuff there.
Okay.
Versus Lagos being a little bit further out of the way.
That's true.
True.
I could go for that.
Let's do it.
Cool. Alrighty, Lagos is now safe for the rest of the game.
Cool. Or unless we draw the 3rd Lagos card.
Yeah. So yeah.
Alright.
So that's that, and then last action is to remote drop. I'm going to say onto Atlanta.
Yeah.
You don't want to be anywhere empty.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. Now drawing on cards.
Jacksonville.
Cool.
Sao Paulo.
Yellows.
I have to get rid of one.
Get rid of...
Oh, and this goes up.
Should I get rid of New York? Blacks are the least likely to get a card.
True.
Right. But also that does mean that we don't have to worry about... Because it's not build one...
Yeah, in each place.
We could just do like 2 blue and 1 yellow supply center.
But I mean, based on the fact that we already have... I technically already have
Foundations,
3.
That's a fair point.
So I really only need 2 more cards.
Yeah, New York.
I think New York would probably be a good one to get rid of.
Okay. Alrighty. Get rid of New York.
Yeah. Alright.
And now draw my second card.
Yes.
Yep.
Unration event. Relocation.
Wait, no.
Yeah.
That's your 3rd card.
No.
No,
oh, yeah. This
card. Fuck. I apologize.
Whoops.
Also,
counting!
I didn't need to get rid of that.
Counting!
Math!
It's alright. Happens.
Didn't have to take a math class in college. Just what happens.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Didn't you take like stats or something?
I took an intro to poly research. I took stats in high school, which meant I got out of AP stats. God bless.
You're up.
And infection.
Oh yeah. Go ahead.
Lagos, well stocked.
Well stocked.
Istanbul.
Okay.
That's the well stocked.
Is there. So
Danger, Will Robinson.
Whenever someone gets a chance, if they can make it out that way.
Yeah.
My turn. So Lagos is totally safe.
Mm-hmm. Are you gonna go and connect?
So part of me wants to do that. Part of me does want to stop over in Vigneto and get some of those other cubes from the reserve first.
True.
But I also basically it's either here and then down here to do this, or beeline for this haven and then just produce them once I get there.
I'd supply Sao Paulo because I think there's only one that we've drawn.
All right.
No, there's 2 that we've drawn, but still.
So,
and also, again, with an epidemic potentially present, I would opt for Sao Paulo.
So 1, 2. We'll spend these 2 cubes to construct a land route. Where's our straight edge?
Where did I put that straight edge? That is a good question. I have another one. I'm going to give you the very unwieldy one.
Sure. A gigantic T ruler or a T
No, not that unwieldy.
square.
That one, which is almost as unwieldy, as you have told me before.
Yeah. Sorry for making you guys look at the back of my head there for a minute.
How dare you!
I know.
Hey, viewer. How's it going?
Alright, there we go. So we now have a land connection between Sao Paulo and Lima.
Yay. There was much rejoicing.
The infection card goes here, and the other card goes into our discard.
Discard pile, that's correct.
Yes.
Hey, Ron! Hey, Ron, you done fucked up, hey, Ron! Hey, Ron!
Greg, you fucked up.
Yeah, I have discovered a Lagos City card in with this shit for some fucking reason.
Mm-hmm.
Lima, double search.
Yeah, well,
certainly one of those.
One by land, one by sea. The sea is to discover the haven way.
Yeah.
So.
Yep.
And then I will move.
Alright. Draw on cards.
Draw on cards. Unrationed event. Relocation. Destroy up to 3 copies of one specific city in the infection pile. Destroy this card after use. So if we get 3 copies of any city in there, we're just fucking shredding. If we get the 3rd London, we are instantaneously using this card.
3rd London, there is a 3rd Sao Paulo, which could be useful because currently that's the only lifeline to Lima and the Haven.
Ration event drastic measures.
Wow, you got 2 ration events.
Well, one ration, one unration, but yeah, 2 events. Cards. Yeah, it's pretty fucking cool.
God bless.
Okay,
there we go.
And that's me. Infect.
San Fran.
San Francisco. Wow. Okay, so we're getting into new stuff. There's only one of those. Nope, there's 2.
Nope, there's 2.
Cairo.
You go.
It's got population 5 and a supply center. Cairo's fine.
True.
My turn. Jacob.
Okay. So.
And we connected a new city to the grid.
Yes, we did. So. Here we go. What do we do now? Do you want me to go and take care of Cairo and Istanbul?
Yeah, probably.
Okay. Cool.
I can do San Francisco my next turn. I can drop 2 there.
Great. That works. All right. Also, the other thing is, should I do Paris?
No. Wait. I can take from you on my turn. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Fuck San Francisco.
Okay.
I can build Jacksonville Supply Center on my turn.
You and your Jacksonville pride.
Yep. Right.
I'm just saying.
It's actually not a bad idea.
Let's see. 2.
Because that also builds up a population in Jacksonville, which is useful.
3.
Adds to the sticker mountain.
Do that as 3.
I mean, it's not the worst if one drops on Cairo.
Mm-hmm.
Because stable population.
Mm-hmm. Actually, what I'm going to do is that'll be 3 and this will be 4, just in case.
Yeah. Alright. Honestly, it might be fine letting Cairo get infected if it happens.
Alright. Cool. That's that. Did I take them from there?
You did.
Damn it. I did 4, so. Okay, that works. That works too. Alright.
I was like, there are way fewer things there than there were before.
Alright. I got Denver.
Oh, that's the one with the dude.
That is the one with the dude.
What's he do?
You may do establish supply lines action with 1 fewer supply cube if you have this card in hand.
Fuck it.
Well,
that'll still be useful because you're over in this area.
Yeah, that means Jacob can potentially. You have to go through London, but
Istanbul.
All right.
Okay, you're good to build next turn.
You do have 8 now, so
I will. No, I can't. No, can I?
Yeah, you're on province.
No, it's
for an action.
Get rid of the 1 checkbox.
Okay. I always say getting rid of those, but I am.
Like exactly, it feels bad, but like you don't want to get unless London.
I would rather have that so I can start doing other shit.
Totally fair.
And plus, like, we have enough blues that if we trade correctly, we can do so.
Invert.
All right.
Cairo. Play
All right.
Everett. Denver.
Also 5 population with a supply cube.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm taking these away from you.
I mean, you're the only one that really uses them, so.
Yeah. Probably a smart idea.
Okay. Well.
All right. Move to Jacksonville. Bring you
me.
to Jacksonville. Take this. I have to delete a card. Technically, Istanbul should be fine, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
yeah.
Should it be fine?
Yeah, because I can give him Tripoli eventually, or you can just draw into a black card on
Okay.
your own.
Yeah. I get rid of Istanbul.
All right.
So 1 to move, 2 to bring him over, 3 to trade, 4 to bid.
Bam! Supply center in Jacksonville.
Boom.
But damn.
Maxonville, Jacksonville.
Portals.
Cool.
Portals.
Okay, and that is 1/3 of the way to our mandatory objective.
Cool.
All right, feeling pretty good about that.
Alrighty.
Yon cards, Sir William.
Washington.
Okay, you're probably going to be collecting.
And-
Epidemic.
All right.
Yep, it is.
Don't be Jacksonville. Don't be Jacksonville. Don't
London.
be Jacksonville. Don't be Jacksonville.
Istanbul.
Oh!
Ouch.
That hurts.
Feels bad.
It's not Jacksonville though, so we're fine.
Oh,
because
man.
if it was Jacksonville, we were going to be screwed. Because that would have scarred 2 of us. Well, potentially.
Ugh.
But knowing Jacksonville's likelihood of coming up,
it
would
would
have
come up
screwed
twice.
us.
and
Right,
with,
exactly.
with one card, it will come up 3 times.
And when we're only drawing 2 of all that, do we want to use 1 Quiet Night to protect Istanbul? Also, how many Istanbuls have we played?
None. That's the second mistake.
No, that's the third, I think. Or, no, the second one, I think. There's 1 Istanbul, 2 Istanbuls. Yeah, there are 2 Istanbuls in the back.
I'm just saying, because...
I think not, because we're only at 2. I hate
Right.
using it at 2.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I mean, Lagos is safe.
Yes.
London is safe. New York is safe. Denver could outbreak. Istanbul could outbreak.
San
San
Francisco.
Francisco
San
could
Fran
outbreak.
could outbreak.
Paris.
Maybe we do use it.
But,
I mean,
Do
it does.
we-
It buys
Well,
us,
the thing is, like, what can we do?
exactly.
in that
It buys
turn?
us 1 turn, and I can't do anything.
No, if we're going to use it at all, it will be on my turn.
Yeah.
Or on your turn into mine.
Yeah.
Okay. So, we're still at 2. Of
Istanbul.
course, Istanbul
Of
comes
course
up.
it is.
Mother
Double
goddamn!
Feels bad, man.
Shit.
Ugh.
Okay, so the Middle
Well-
East is not doing great right now.
All right,
No, it's not.
The MENA region is in trouble.
but it's okay. Okay.
Alrighty.
All right.
Access
So,
Lost Haven.
Rapa Nui.
Rapa,
Yeah.
R-A-P-A space N-U-I.
UI. Yep.
Rapa Nui.
Rapa Nui.
All right. Rapa Nui is the name of this haven in the South Pacific, and
We get to open a box.
which is super exciting.
Opening a box is
Although
fun.
if I had remembered that it was South
the
Pacific.
doors are under here in the box top. I imagine we're going to be prompted to open some of them.
If I remembered it was South Pacific, I might have suggested Body High, and no one gets that because it's an obscure
I assume it's
1940
actually
musical.
musical.
I actually
yeah.
think I have seen South Pacific.
Okay.
Which is amazing to say
That's-
because... We have to figure out what to do with them
Whoopsie.
first. So
3, 6, 9, 12, 15 new supply cubes.
okay,
So, okay,
all right.
Mateo Lopez is just fine.
Yep. Here, take the doors real quick.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. What are we doing?
This package includes 4 cards, 3 sticker cards, and 15 supply cubes.
Those are new cards.
Recon. What?
Well, you'll see them in a moment, but
Oh.
yeah.
All right. Recon report. Eerie. Just like our homes. Same design, same layout. Is this our future? Empty cities rusting into the ocean? Searching for a few days revealed some breakthroughs. Portable lab technology enabling supplies to be generated in the field and some experimental medicine to inoculate populations. These cities will remain inoculated for months, buying us some time before it slowly wears off. We also found a cache of supplies, which means more supplies each month for the rest of the year. Read both sides of this card, keep it in reserve. Alright, so right now, name the new haven. Take the portable antiviral lab cards found in this package and add 1 to your hand, add the other 2 to the player discard pile. So a portable antiviral lab. When doing the make supplies action, discard this card to put 3 more supply cubes onto your character card.
Yeah, that's just discard, not destroy?
Yeah, discard.
I like it.
Okay, so this goes into my hand, which unfortunately does mean I have to get rid of one of my cards.
Do you have anything that could be useful?
I can use drastic measures.
To remove
plague cubes. Do we want to clean up both London and Cairo, or take them both from Istanbul?
What's London at 3?
I would say that we should build in London and remove in Istanbul.
Okay.
Yeah.
Especially because Istanbul's most likely now to have another friggin' outbreak, actually.
Right. Take 15 supply cubes from this package and add them to the stockpile.
Oh.
Yes.
I am going to be happy tonight.
And you're in a supply center.
Yeah.
So if we survive Greg's turn, you can get to Denver and San Francisco.
Thank you for your comments.
Do we want to do that, or do we want to send me into this area?
I mean, Paris is the only one that's at risk of...
Well, yeah. Technically right now. And Cairo.
Smiles.
I like this. I like smiles.
Okay, so we got... Okay, so these are additional actions, and these are additional rules. So rule sticker B, add this to the manual. Hidden supply cache. During setup, add the supply cubes indicated to the right of the stockpile chart to the stockpile. We start with 15 extra cubes every game.
Oh, man. That is beautiful. That is... Oh, that makes me happy.
I'll get that to the rulebook in a minute. And then inoculate. This is a new action.
Okay.
Take a player card or an infection card that matches your current city out of its discard pile. Put it into package 6. This takes it out of play. Cards in package 6 stay there from game to game. Do not take them out unless instructed to do so. You may look at these cards at any time, but may not add stickers to them. Limited supply. Package 6 may contain up to 30 player cards and 30 infection cards. Take a player card.
Wait, as an action? We could just do that?
Yes, as an action.
Is there any other special...
Is there a consequence to that? I mean, I guarantee you there's a consequence of don't take out until directed. That's gonna fuck us. I see you, campaign 1 twist person. I see you on that.
We see you, Rob Davio. We see you.
Wait, this is a free action?
It is a free action. Inoculate is a free action.
What on God's green earth is going on?
Yeah, there's going to be penalties for this.
Oh,
it's going to turn out that what we're inoculating them with is actually Coda or something.
It's going to be Coda.
Coda comes back.
Yeah, that's what it is. Coda, it's actually, we interfered in some sort of clash of the microbes or something. That was Coda was slugging it out with the plague, and we were like, oh, fuck you, Coda. And it was like, no, you fools!
The zombies are better than the rats!
And then, yep, it is a free action.
It's going to be so clutch, and it's going to be so terrible.
Yeah, this is
This is scary.
The thing of this is that, since in season 1, spoilers for season 1 here, my character was the one that ended up betraying us.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason that she did so was because there was an upgrade on her. And the prompt said, the person who has this upgrade becomes the betrayer. I don't remember if there was a condition under, if no character has this upgrade. But I don't think there was, because I think the designers recognized that it was such a powerful upgrade that there was no way in hell any group was going to not apply it. And I'm a little bit worried.
I've heard of groups that have not.
Really?
Yes.
So did they just not have a betrayer, or?
No, well, yeah, the betrayer was nebulous.
Okay, sure.
It was just someone in the organization betrayed them.
Yeah, but you didn't have to destroy a character card.
Interesting.
Yeah, it didn't have the impact that it had on us.
Interesting. Okay, well then never mind. My point was going to be that this is clearly so powerful that it's impossible.
Oh, it's going to bite us in the ass. It is 100% going to bite us in the ass. But
I mean, the thing is, if you didn't have that, then if no one took it, then no one has to destroy their character card. Right. But your character card could be good for other reasons.
Right. Yeah. Interesting. Okay. Well, this adds a whole other dimension of shit.
Yep.
I think we should definitely remove Atlanta. We could probably remove Lima. Well, we can't right now, but
we can't.
Do we? Do we?
Yeah.
I mean,
even if it keeps it off of our mind for even a certain number of turns.
Alrighty. Just gonna timestamp this here at whatever time it is on here.
So okay, here's
this is gonna bite us in the ass.
Here's the
I know it's going to bite us in the ass.
Here's the other interesting thing.
Just get my timestamp on there.
Take a player card or an infection card.
Yep.
So does that mean that at some point, like, player cards are going to be bad for us?
Remember, this is based on, or not this. The number of epidemics is based on the number of player cards we have.
Right, but like, player cards are also good.
They're good, but if we want to, like, for example, if we know we have to build out in this direction, for example, right? Yeah. And we connect to a red city, and we really have to build into a red city direction, yet we're flooded by blues.
True. Yeah, that's a fair point.
Like that's where that's going to start going.
That's a fair point.
Like what that is a deck culling mechanism.
Yeah, that's true. There. That's true, which is necessary because this is going to get really fat.
Exactly.
Okay.
So that's the reason.
Just like our stockpile.
Oh, I accept this.
I mean, yes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Okay.
Right. And you still have to draw 2 more cards.
And you've
only
only
used
3
one
actions. Yeah.
So all right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and use some of these.
Go for it.
No reason not to use the portable antivirus or antiviral.
What does that do again?
I can discard it to get 3 extra cubes when I make supplies.
We'll do it.
So I will make 5 supplies from the reserve.
Yeah. What?
What's that? Just thinking.
Do you want to burn 1 mass production?
No.
Because we have the stockpile to fully fund everywhere, including Denver, which could pop, and this Cairo.
And Cairo.
I mean, that's not a bad idea.
And we have the amount that it will work. I assume, because there's a shit ton there.
Yeah,
I want to count it off to make sure.
3, 6, 9, 12, 17, 22, 53.
How did you get? Wait, how did you get off counting 3s?
Because it rises to the population.
Oh, right.
So 3, 6, 9.
Just a simple
12,
administrator here.
15, 18, 21, 23.
Exactly.
Well, actually, technically less because there's 2 already there.
Yeah.
So Jacksonville wouldn't benefit from it.
But everything else would.
Okay. All right.
I think it's useful just in securing a victory for this game.
Yeah.
Hey, Rob. Rob from No Limit Games.
Hello.
Oh, snap.
Damn. All right, let's read through this.
Yeah.
You're looking at streamers that love board games and card games, and yeah, we love those. You're launching a Kickstarter soon and looking at streamer to send a few decks in the future and check out our games. Oh yeah, we would also thank you for following. And we would totally be interested in that. We actually not only are we streamers, we are also board game reviewers. If you check out dragonsdemize.com, we review a different board game every week. We also are starting to work on board game videos that run through the board game and that kind of stuff. So yeah, we would be very interested. I can definitely email you later on. We would love to try some of that.
Literally, havens are so good. We get extra supplies. We get offers for decks.
Yeah,
for card games.
Much good stuff happening.
God bless havens.
Yeah.
Do we want me to create a sea route up to here?
Yes.
Okay. Well, first of all, I'm going to grab these. Yeah. And then I'm going to spend these and do that.
Oh, it takes 3 cubes?
No, it takes 2. There was already 1 there.
All right. Yeah, definitely. We will. We'll check it out. So yeah, nolimitgames.com. We'll check it out after stream. And yeah, we'll be in touch. I'm sure.
Not drawn.
Alright, you're gonna have to look at the back of my head again for a minute. I apologize.
No, you're clear.
Yeah. What kind of a game is it? So yeah, you're saying that.
That's not very pretty.
Yeah, that's good enough. I tell you what, it's beautiful. It's beautiful because the world is interconnected. We got globalization going on right here.
All right.
It's beautiful.
I don't know what's supposed to be happening right now.
Yeah.
Are you supposed to be like an oil man? Alright, so that was my third action.
Yeah.
And now...
Thank God, you still have an action.
Yeah, I do. With my fourth action, what even the shit?
Connect it to...
Do you want to connect it to Buenos Aires?
I could connect it to San Francisco.
You could also connect it to Sao Paulo.
I could.
You could do the Lagos connection.
I could do it to Lagos.
Yes, you could.
Yeah. I mean, do we want me to connect it to...
Now, is there any reason to connect it anywhere else?
Well, the more we connect it, the easier it is to get there.
Yeah.
And the thing is with me, I want to always stay on these.
Mm-hmm.
So having it easy for me to get there and be able to place things out, like that's
and that also means that you can supply Lagos from Rapa Nui.
I could.
Somehow.
Okay. So Rapa Nui can connect at the moment to either Buenos Aires, Sao Paulo, or Lagos.
Yes.
Which one are we thinking?
Either Sao Paulo or Lagos.
Okay.
I would definitely say one of those two.
Okay.
I would also say, assuming Africa builds out this way, having a direct connection from Rapa Nui, other side of the world, to Lagos, which will then connect into Africa.
Yeah, I like that.
Useful.
I like that idea, especially since Rapa Nui is only 2 away, and Sao Paulo already has a connection to Vinhedo. Though I mean, so does Lagos, but still. Damn. That's interesting.
We are achieving the Zuck's vision. We are interconnecting the world.
There we go. We are connected.
What even the hell did I just do?
I don't know, but I like it.
Alright, so then this was here and here, and these were here.
Yep.
This is completely ridiculous.
It is, but I like it, like I said. Well, that's your fourth action.
Whatever, yeah, that's my fourth action. Alright,
Draw your own cards.
You had a bit of a turn.
Washington, I had a bit of a turn.
Bit of a turn.
And Sao Paulo. Okay.
Alright. See, the 3 decks, cool.
Alright. Well, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll definitely check those out. Thanks for the follow, and thanks for letting us know. That's really super cool.
Yeah. I hope you enjoy the stream for that matter, too.
Yeah, that's true. What do we got? New York.
Fine.
And London.
Also
Fine.
fine.
Cool.
Okay. Jacob.
Jacob has now enough that he can go to a
Take your
place and
super exciting turn.
Well, mine.
you can drop it onto Sao Paulo. Or you could go Denver, drop on San Francisco. San Francisco might be a little more pressing.
Yeah. So let's see. What does the
Come on, sticker. Come on, sticker. Stick better.
what does the Orissa or whatever this one do?
Orissa?
Or what does this do?
So we're watching.
Forsaken Cities?
Oh,
Opal.
Opal.
Sorry.
Or how did you even get that?
I don't know.
Well, that's Numbani. Come on now.
Started with O. I just started saying different words.
When you do the make supplies action, take 1 additional supply cube if you are in a haven or supply center.
Okay, it includes supply centers.
Yes.
All right. So if I go 1, 2, 3, 4, I could go to LA, and then.
Do you really need to go to LA?
Well, I was gonna drop in San Fran.
Okay.
But.
Keep in mind, Paris is in danger as well.
Yeah, I'm thinking I might want to go in that direction.
Either Paris or San Francisco. I'd say Paris, because Paris has a lot more European connections that are yet to be developed.
Mm-hmm.
And that also means you could connect the second city to the grid via Paris.
Yep. Ooh, I can connect. I think I can connect Paris to Istanbul.
Thanks, Rob. That's really nice of you to say. Yeah, we're glad you're enjoying it. Tabletop Simulator. I know Jacob has an account. We've played on there a couple of times. Mm-hmm. We typically spend more time on Tabletopia. Yes, actually, it's where we play a lot of our sort of remote games. But that's really cool. It's such a great way to keep in touch, with your board gaming people when you're not physically in the same space. So glad to hear that you've been able to do that.
All right. Damn it, being in Jacksonville is such a pain.
God, tell me. Spent 15 years there.
Because I can't do any connections from Paris this round.
Love you, Jacksonville.
1, 2.
I'll make my congressional run. Love you. Love you so much.
3, 4.
It's actually a great place.
2, 3.
No, I'm sure it is.
And we built the Mayo Clinic.
Everywhere's got their
Mayo Clinic on the corner of Bowden and JTB. Once you get off JTB, pull right over into the Mayo Clinic.
This fucking guy.
All right, I guess I'm gonna go save Paris. 1, 2, 3.
Because I can pull you out of London, right?
Oh yeah, there's that.
I think that's still worth.
Yeah, just because I can't do any other. I can't do it any other way, right? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I can't do it any other way. Because it's either that or I go into Istanbul or and do something in Istanbul, but both Istanbuls are in there. So they're not really in immediate danger.
Ooh. Yeah, Munchkin, it's a good way to end friendships.
We actually did a review of Munchkin pretty recently, and it was the first game that I ever gave a Burn It.
Yeah.
And so our rating system is a play it, or buy it, play it, skip it, and then we have 2 ratings. The top shelf game, which is the games that we absolutely adore and think that everyone should have. And the ones that we absolutely hate, which are Burn It games. And this was one of those.
We're also not fans of Munchkin, so we feel you.
Yeah.
Feel that pretty deep.
It's a perfectly fine game. It's perfectly middle of the road.
Leave.
I'll take over playing, Caleb.
Wait, we were talking to someone else, right, for playing?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So that's my turn. Now I draw 2 cards.
Yep. Epidemic. Yeah. All right.
Don't be Jacksonville. Don't be Jacksonville. Don't be Jacksonville.
Damn. Worst possible time.
Although, I mean, One Quiet Night.
Yeah, we're almost certainly going to One Quiet Night.
Yeah, we're going
to. Interesting. I saw that. Rick and Morty Munchkin.
Saw that much. Buenos Aires.
Buenos Aires. All right. Sounds pretty odd, I think.
All right. And we're up to 3.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and use One Quiet Night.
All right.
William.
Yeah.
If I use One Quiet Night, can you protect Istanbul and or Buenos
Aires? Yeah. I need to save Jacob.
Right.
But that's 1 action.
So with 3 actions, can you put at least 1 cube on either Istanbul or Buenos Aires?
No.
I don't have cards.
Balls.
No. There actually might not be a point in doing One Quiet Night right now.
That feels pretty bad.
It feels shitty, but at the same time, I think that there might not be much.
Would it be worth it to protect Buenos Aires?
Well, would you be able to do anything about that? That's the thing. You wouldn't be able to do anything.
Right.
Like, if you can't do anything about it, there's no point in using it.
Right.
Like, if we're going to use it at any point, it might be after your turn when Greg can do something.
Yeah, the only way I can do anything is by abandoning you, and I don't want to draw a scar.
That would be a scar for me. That's probably worse than a population loss.
It would probably be a scar.
Yeah.
We don't actually know how the wounds
work. Yeah, we don't know how the wounds work.
All right.
Okay, I had to check, because we put stickers on the front of these cards, right?
Yeah.
So it's not assigned, like, the administrator isn't predetermined to have stuff.
No.
We put the stickers on it entirely. Yeah. It was entirely blank before.
Yes, it was.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh. So it's entirely randomly drawn cards.
I follow. Yeah.
Because, if they might not do a penalty on the first one to the starting cards.
I actually highly doubt that they would.
But I don't really want to take that risk.
Yeah, we shouldn't take that risk.
Right.
And yeah, I can't get to Istanbul or Buenos Aires.
Okay.
So.
Well, then screw it. We won't use it.
Yeah, or Well, I can get to San Francisco next turn.
But that wasn't
in the draw.
That wasn't on the 5. New York.
New York.
Okay.
That's fine.
Yeah.
London.
London.
Okay.
It's fine. Istanbul.
Okay.
At least it wasn't double Istanbul.
Yeah.
The good news is, though, that means we can one quiet night on this coming turn because I can do something about Buenos Aires.
Yes.
Right.
So
Istanbul's still going to be screwed, but Buenos Aires.
Oh, we did. Istanbul was the last one, so we went up to 5. Or 7. No, 5. Yeah, all right.
Yeah. Oh, that's getting scary.
Yeah, but we're close.
Are we?
I mean,
Still have to do
you're
that.
close on black. We're close on blue.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Okay.
I still have to draw my second card.
You do.
Cairo.
Boom,
I'm
baby.
there.
Okay.
I will place one in Istanbul.
Yep. Smart. Nice.
Yeah. Okay, well, don't move me far.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see.
Either there or there.
I was going to say if you move him to Vignedo.
I don't. I want to be either there or there, if possible. Well, just because I'm. What I want to do is I want to do this connection.
Yeah.
And then like either from a supply center here or after a supply center.
Yeah. No, that's fine.
Right, because you want to build your turn already. I'm just trying to see what I can do.
Especially since it only cost me 1 cube.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna move to Montgomery.
Okay.
And I will bring you over to me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then I will. So that's 1, 2, 3 to move you over. 4, I can remote drop somewhere.
Yeah.
New York.
I think so.
Yeah.
It's gotten more than Washington.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Have we drawn
Atlanta's only
Washington?
got one.
No.
Yeah. We have drawn 1, I thought.
No.
No?
We have because it
Wait,
only
no.
started with
We
one.
started
we
with
set
one.
up, so
Yeah. Then okay.
pretty good. These.
Mm-hmm.
Mexico City. And another Washington.
Okay.
Well, that's
I will
pretty
use
damn
one
good.
quiet night so that we skip the Infect City step.
Awesome. Alrighty.
And then it's my turn.
It is. Do something for Buenos Aires.
I will. Let's see. What's going to be the most effective way to do this? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Can you make it build to Frankfurt? Or can you build a route and make it to Frankfurt? On your turn?
I could.
That
I think.
would secure us a second
1,
and
2,
still build a supply center.
You couldn't travel there.
4. You would have to get me out.
I could get you out. I could get you out.
Because
and you wouldn't have any obligation to stay in
Yeah.
black anymore. So
Yeah.
we could do that.
Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to go 1, 2, build, connect. And that's my 4 actions.
I can get you out.
Okay.
Assuming Greg doesn't need evac either.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I have to make a
Okay,
choice.
so I have a couple of options for helping out Buenos Aires.
Yes.
Are we at all interested in drawing a path from Lima to Buenos Aires? Or from Rapa Nui to Buenos Aires?
I was thinking about it.
There is a point where I am concerned about connecting a haven to too many places. Because if we face a plague infection at some level, that could risk infecting.
I'm not really that worried about that. I'm more... Buenos Aires is so out of the way.
Yeah, I mean, this
I
would
don't really
obviously
like
serve
Buenos
to
Aires
sort of
as a connection spot. I'm not the biggest fan of it.
No.
If the one other place that I would say for Rapa Nui would be Sao Paulo.
Yeah.
Like that would be my thought right now.
Yeah.
I mean, if you can give me a good argument for it, I'd totally be up for it. But
okay. Yeah. Okay. I'd like to make cubes before I leave, but I can't. There's no possible configuration of things that would allow me to get to Buenos Aires and place cubes while also making cubes.
okay.
So, 1, 2, 3.
There you go.
Stupid question. Do we get a bonus if we do one objective more than the required?
I don't think we do.
Okay. Because like if we do search and connect 2 cities before we get to mandatory objective.
Pretty sure we do.
I'm pretty sure we don't, yeah.
Because that would be
there's just the like benefits that come along with searching.
Yeah, yeah.
And connecting cities.
Yeah.
This.
What do you got?
London.
Cool.
Tripoli.
How many you got?
1, 2. Yeah.
But you're good. No, you're not. You're not the person that. Either that or one of the Tripolis, because I'm building in black anyway.
Yeah.
Thought.
Yeah.
Answer.
Maybe. We have so many blues amongst us all.
We do.
Especially the 2 of us. If you were to avoid Istanbul, if you were avoiding me needing to extract you, move Greg to me, you can take any one of mine, correct?
Nope. I'm not playing that character.
No, he's not playing that character.
Right.
So.
Shit.
Yeah, no, I...
Discarding London.
No. Discard Tripoli.
Right.
You have 2 Tripolis.
Yeah,
keep the London.
Good point. I mean, I have a different London.
I know, but, like, keep the blues, because, you, like, both of you are 1 card away from being able to do a supply center.
That's true.
In blue.
Good point.
Like...
Whichever
one of you gets the blue card.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it's not that we... yeah.
And then here we go. So, Istanbul. We go to 6. Put down another plague cube. Buenos Aires. Moves in there. And we're into new stuff based on the previous epidemic, but not new stuff overall. Sao Paulo.
Alright.
San Francisco's at risk as well now.
Yep. Okay, question is it going to be better to connect Frankfurt or place cubes in Istanbul?
I mean, the only risk for Istanbul, we haven't seen a 3rd one yet.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that, like, if we get another epidemic.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So we haven't seen a 3rd one yet, which means the only risk to Istanbul is going to be if there's another epidemic.
If we do get the... Well, yeah, that's true.
Which is real.
Yeah.
I can also go to Sao Paulo on my turn and drop a bunch.
True.
Yeah.
And still bring you, because that would be 1, pick up free, 2, 3, move you, 4.
Or move me, then move. And then do
yeah, I think you'd rather be in Montgomery than Sao Paulo.
Yeah.
I go either way, honestly.
Okay. And now the question is, do we want to connect Frankfurt or Paris?
Frankfurt.
Frankfurt?
It's new. It completes an objective.
Cool. All right.
And then we'll go back after the fact and fill in.
1.
2.
2. 3.
Okay. Up to 2 out of 3 mandatory objective.
4.
Yo.
And then Istanbul outbreaks and immediately
right, yeah. And let's take the Frankfurt cards. 2 cards, 1 of which is searchable.
Okay.
So here. And 2 infection cards.
Makes sense. Alright, better get me the hell out of here.
Yep.
My turn. And I draw a Buenos Aires and a Tripoli.
And then infects 3.
Motherfucker. Denver.
That's fine.
Yeah, it's totally fine.
Cairo.
That's also fine.
London. Not so fine.
Hanging
up. So fine.
All right.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Drag you here.
Thank you.
Go.
Cool.
2.
Free action.
Oh, yep. Pick up. 3, 4.
Go.
Cool.
Like it.
Love it.
Draw your cards.
Come on, blue. Ooh, resilient population.
You're also down here. Oh, well, it's... I remembered you had a searchable yellow card, but
it's Mexico City.
Yeah, exactly.
Resilient population.
Nice. That's helpful.
Epidemic.
Okay, that's...
Okay.
Not helpful.
Should I use resilient population?
Well, hold on.
Istanbul.
Because you can use it between steps 2 and 3. So, let's see what we draw.
Tripoli. We have literally never drawn it before.
Yeah.
Use it on this temple.
Yeah. Use it on this.
I can use it now before we had shuffled it back in?
Yep.
Okay. I use resilient population on his temple.
Yeah. No, because that, like, if we drew 2 of those, that would be our first. Like, we would lose.
Yeah,
we would legit lose.
Like,
right now,
and Providence would get a cube.
Yes, and that's not what we want.
No.
Yeah. Right now, London and Tripoli are the only 2 risks.
Actually, technically, no, it wouldn't, because we would run out of cubes and lose the game before we placed one on Providence.
Because are we allowed to decide where we place them first?
Yes, but actually it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Well, it wouldn't.
No, we wouldn't run out of cubes.
We'd go here, and then here, and then here.
Here.
Oh, shit.
And then there would be 1.
But we would get to 8 on the incident tracker, which is when we would lose.
So technically, if we draw a London and a Tripoli, we'll lose.
Yes.
Yes, that's correct.
So let's finish quickly.
All right. Boom.
3.
Buenos Aires.
That's good.
Okay.
Sao Paulo.
That's survivable.
Denver.
That's perfectly fine.
Plenty fine.
All right.
Okay.
Oh,
great.
also we are here. So we have
We've
one
completed
done.
that. We've completed that. We
So
just
all we need is a 4th, or excuse me, a 3rd. That
now we really wish you had the ability to take, but the immunologist was very useful, right?
At the very beginning of the game.
Yeah.
It was really, really good. Okay. What you got?
If you go to a blue area, I could almost certainly end the game on my turn.
So I'm actually kind of trying to think about ways to avoid... ways to do damage control.
If I go to London, you can end on your turn.
So here's a cool thing I can do.
Mm-hmm.
I can, in a single turn, put a cube on Tripoli and a cube on London. It's expensive, but I can do it.
How's it expensive?
I have to spend 2 cards and 2 cubes.
That should be fine.
Yeah.
Cool.
Because we're gonna end it on his turn if we survive that one.
I will charter a boat to London, tracing this sea route, and drop off a cube. And then I will charter a boat to Tripoli, tracing this sea route.
Yeah, that's perfect because that will survive.
Yeah, that saves us.
Or sorry, rather it's a sail action, not a charter boat.
Sail! Sail!
Okay, cards. London. That thing I just spent. Denver.
All right, we don't finish on your turn, we finish on yours. Alright, my turn.
Europe.
Just end your turn on London.
Yes.
Or end your turn on London.
Cool. Alright.
Because that will ensure that I can get there.
What is your ability?
Once on your turn as an action, move a pawn to any other pawn.
Okay, got it.
Goes 1, 2, 3. Fuck. Fuck.
What?
The math doesn't work out.
1, 2, 3. Fuck.
Because on my turn, 1,
no,
2, 3.
On your turn, if I'm here, that's 1.
That's right. That's right. Just end your turn on London, we'll be fine.
Yeah.
I'm so confused.
Do what I said the first time, and we will do fine.
So, 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Do as I speak, not as I speak.
1, 2, for the fuck of it.
Why?
Because why not? I don't have anything else I can do.
Is there any way you could use those cubes to like?
I can't. I was thinking about possibly connecting Paris to Frankfurt, but I can't.
No, don't have
because it would be 1, 2. Wait a minute.
Math. That's one of our call-outs. We've got 29 and
1,
Colonel and Math.
2. Yeah, 3, 4. Okay. I forgot that I didn't have to pick up any cubes. Because I had the 1. If it hadn't been for this dude, like I would have been...
Yeah, there you go. Searches coming in useful, man. What on earth are you doing?
Trying to get this in the best
demolishing everything.
It's
Some
fine.
weatherman
We'll
in
be
Jacksonville
fine.
is like north high front of.
I'm sorry, you mean Tim Deegan? Who actually got into a local scandal because he stole the sportscaster's wife, who was a main anchor on the show, away from the sportscaster.
I'm dumber for having listened to
Because she was originally Donna Hicken. She was married to Dan Hicken. And then she divorced Dan Hicken and married Tim Deegan, the weather guy.
All right.
So now she's Donna Deegan.
That's a better name, I'll be honest.
Then Dan Hicken left, and now he's at CBS 47 instead of NBC 12.
Sure.
Tune
Tune in, everyone, for your random Jacksonville facts.
There you go.
Every other Friday.
Faxonville?
Faxonville!
Oh, God.
I love my city so much.
I hate it.
Alright.
Well, I draw cards now.
Did you end on one?
Yes.
Good.
Why does he need to end on London? I don't understand why.
Because I can't make it.
He can't move two pawns. So he would have to go here.
Why does he need to be there at all?
He needs to take my London
I need
card.
to take a London to.
Oh, because he's going to end on his
Yeah.
turn. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that. I thought we were just going to end on my turn.
Because we were talking about it. It's like, that we're going to end. Because there's no better thing to do right now.
Yeah, there's no benefit to keeping the game going.
The only benefit I can think of is the longer we keep the game going, the higher chance we draw. It worked the first time and can pull out another plague removal.
Well, the thing is that right now we're not.
Right now, we won't lose any population.
We're not losing
Right,
any
but we're also
population.
preventing ourselves from gaining population.
That's
It's kind
fine.
of just icing on the cake.
I don't think that we should do that with that.
San Francisco is also in danger.
And San Francisco being in danger.
No, all right, I respect that.
And Buenos Aires, for that matter.
New York, London,
Good thing we're ending on that.
London.
Damn.
Thank God it only happens when
now.
you start your turn. I hope.
I think it might also. I mean, historically, in season 1, it also happened if there was an outbreak.
Ah, well, that's gonna be fun.
Oh.
Exposure. It's a dangerous world out there, and characters will gain exposure. When a character gains exposure, how the shit do you do that?
I think that might be in Plague Cubes, part of it.
Players who start a turn in a location with plague cubes get... No. This is unlike Season 1. If an outbreak, or if an incident happens in your city, you don't gain exposure. You only gain an exposure for starting at your turn there.
Thank goodness.
God bless.
Alright.
Cool. And then that was all three.
That was all
New
three.
York, London, London.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. Okay, so I have this.
Yes.
Do we want to use it on like those 2 London cards? It's slightly suboptimal, but there's also not a huge chance that we ever get 3 of the same city card in a single deck. Like that's really improbable and also really bad.
Yeah.
Because it relies on having 3 city cards of the same type and this card. And like
I might be very willing to do that in London just because
it keeps being a fucking problem.
Yeah, exactly. It keeps being a fucking problem.
One trade-off I will say to that now, though, is now London is connected 2 different ways rather than being an isolated literal island.
What is that?
It doesn't do much for us.
It's slightly more connectable,
Well,
but still.
not from,
I see what you're saying.
From Havens.
Yeah.
And that's the main
Can
modes.
we chart... Okay, and we can still get a sea route to St. Petersburg from Montgomery?
Yeah.
Okay.
Should be able to.
I think.
Well, that's one thing we haven't thought about. We could do that from Montgomery.
We could. Yeah, I hadn't even thought of that at all.
Yeah.
Good call.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I think that would be a fair thing to do, to rip up 2 London cards.
We good with that?
I'm good with
I'm
that.
fine if you all want to use it. I mean, London is a perennial problem.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah.
Let's do it. All right, so...
Wait, last thing I want to check. Did we already pop one of the foundation things onto London? Or one of the well-stocked or destroy things?
Yeah. We know that we're going to win.
Yeah, we're winning on
the
this.
next infection step.
We know I will move to London. I will collect Jacob's London card. I will build on London. That will end the game.
Right.
We are now checking to see something.
We destroyed 1 London. That's why the 3rd one didn't come out.
So this would entirely eliminate.
This would eliminate London from being even.
I'm fine with it.
That's pretty
at
fucking
that
cool.
point.
That's pretty great.
Yeah, the only concern was was the whole London thing, but I'm willing to do it now.
Ready?
Yeah, let's do it. Boom.
The population of London has relocated. Luckily, so it's really interesting actually. The name of this card is relocation, but you don't have to do anything besides remove the infection cards.
Perfect.
You don't have to like lower the population. You don't have to remove the city cards. Like nothing.
Shall we?
Do it.
Do it. Bye bye, London.
All right.
Do you want to take care of the under London?
I'll take care of the other one.
It does feel cathartic in a weird way.
It does. All right. There we go.
All right.
So
Now
So I move to London.
Meow.
I collect London from you.
Yes.
I have 5 blue cards.
Bazamp.
I will build a thing on London,
Ba-doom.
and the game ends.
Game's over.
The game is over. I feel really good about what just happened.
I do too. I feel great.
Okay, so let's do some game end stuff.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, so for each location that has at least 1 play cube, doesn't matter
Yes.
because every location with a
Supply
play
center
cube also
does!
has a supply center. So
Jacksonville and Denver do
nothing
go up.
happens
Denver's
here,
stable.
or here.
Mhm.
Okay, before
Stabilizing.
we're gonna stop this vicious cycle of fucking sticker tower.
Yeah.
We are not going to put down cubes until we've decided whether or not we would be willing to or put down stickers until we would decided whether we're going to spend points
Extra.
to get population in any of those places.
Yeah.
Well, Denver's
Denver
going up to
definitely not.
6.
Denver's going up, yeah.
It's
Denver-
recovering at
It'll
this
be our
point.
first recovery.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
So, you got that.
Okay,
Do we want to
we-
spend one in Jacksonville?
it's going to go to 2.
Mhm.
I feel like 2's okay.
I feel like 2's okay too.
I think 2 is fine.
2's fine. Okay, cool. So we don't have to worry about stacking there. So we've got a 2 in Jacksonville.
Mm-hmm.
Jacksonville.
Okay.
It's so fucking huge.
Love my city.
We don't apparently.
It's as tall as our stadium scoreboards are wide.
Our first ever
Recovering.
Blue.
recovering city.
Damn.
It has no implications yet.
Yet.
I imagine it will.
Probably.
Okay, so check the legacy deck. We did have a pause.
All your recovering cities are now at 0.
We did have a pause for May, so open the following doors.
I've got 'em.
You've got them. 31 and 36.
Alright.
I assume they're the same sheet.
Yep. Go for it.
31.
Character abilities.
Yeah.
Upgrades. You can have a lookout. To do the search action, you may take the city card matching your current city from the discard pile, add it to your hand, then search it once.
That seems good.
Yo!
Also, that means like
That's amazing
the
for
previous
Vix.
turn, like we could have moved to Lima.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's amazing for Vix with her their hand limit, increased hand limit.
Alright. Scout. You may do the recon action in a city that does not contain a supply action. Or a supply center.
It's kind of cool.
Smuggler. As an action, discard a city card to take a supply cube from the reserve and put it in that in the city matching that card.
Sort of just like another
Weaker
supply
version of that.
Yeah.
How much does it cost, though? How much do each of those cost?
1, 2, and 2. So the first 2 are 2.
2,
and
2, and 1.
2, 2, and 1.
This one is just 3 new supply centers.
Oh, okay.
Stickers.
I was wondering when we were going to get those.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
All right, pop one in Jacksonville.
So,
Pop one to London.
yeah, no need.
No, dude, London's
London
fine
is
at this point.
permanently safe.
I know, but I'm saying, like, get that back up to recovery.
Or pop it in Jacksonville and we can forget about the sticker tower.
True, but
If
that's
there's any
just so
problem.
close to.
Yeah.
It's so close to Denver, and there's nothing important.
But the
there's
thing is that
no
the only other place we
routes.
could put it this round, at least, is in Istanbul.
Yeah, we can also
Which is
just
also
spend it on
something.
other shit.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
okay, hang on. I need to write down Frankfurt as also being connected to the grid.
Mm-hmm.
So we now have
18.
18 for the purposes of end game scoring.
So we
18
have-
plus 1.
We have 6 points to score with.
Okay.
6 points?
6.
We have... Oh,
5
yeah,
plus 1
plus
because
1.
of we.
I thought that was just added 1 to the city grid for some stupid reason.
Nope.
What's the name? 420.
Fun fact, Chuck Schumer introduced marijuana legalization
Yep.
legislation today.
We discussed it yesterday.
I'm sure it's not going anywhere.
And Orange Hatch had a beautiful Twitter account on talking about
okay, so let's see.
Giving additional resources to our strained medical centers for budding marijuana research, and there were some other like
really budding
there. Yeah, no, budding and strain.
All right.
It was fantastic.
Nice.
That's pretty great.
Okay, so options for here they are. I was like, what the fuck?
Oh, this was good.
Bam. Bam.
Yep.
This went.
Bam. Okay. So options for end game upgrades. I believe this is all of them. Yes. Yes. Okay. Options for game end upgrades. We can make a permanent supply center in Istanbul, London, or Jacksonville.
Yep.
Or Jacksonville. Technically, we could do two.
Yep.
We have character upgrades. So the three that you talked about. We have Outrider. You can do the recon action with one fewer card. Foreman, when doing the established supply line action, spend one fewer supply cube. Not super impressed with either of those. Although, I mean, Outrider, given the super stringent restrictions here, Outrider might not be terrible.
What is the
one fewer card when you do a recon action?
That could be very helpful for Africa.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that
because
could actually
now we have.
I mean, then we could both do those. We could do both of those, even though we didn't connect Moscow.
Yeah, theoretically, we could. Yeah, we could do those because we only have 4 yellow. We have 5 Jacksonville.
We have 5 yellows, but we only have 3.
It would make it more likely. Right. Outrider could be very good.
Yeah. So Outrider could be good. Helmsman, the free drive ferry action again.
That would be great for you.
Yeah, classically amazing. Build supply center action with one fewer card, useful, but I think kind of like mid tier.
What was the one that we kept saying would be really good for me?
I think Helmsman.
Yeah.
Free drive ferry once a turn.
Yeah.
We've got one more foundation and one more infrastructure.
Okay.
If we wanted to add those here.
Yep.
Coordinator, as a free action, move your pawn to move a pawn to your location if it is in an adjacent location.
Not bad.
It's useful for pulling people out of infected areas, but also like I feel like
it's a weaker my ability.
Well, but it's also free action.
Yeah, it is a free action.
Broker, as an action, discard a city card to take a card of the same color from the player discard pile. That's actually starting to look more attractive now that we've got like cards to search. We've got foundations on 3 cards. Like,
yeah. So one thought is I don't want to put infrastructure or foundations yet on anything.
Yeah. I want to save that because we still have to unlock a whole bunch of shit.
I think that's fair.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's those, and then we've got Broken Link. After discarding this card, any player may discard a player card to stop drawing infection cards for the rest of this turn. This has no effect during setup and epidemics. So,
also, I kind of want to pop a population onto Lima.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go. First things first. Lima population.
Okay. Lima
that's
population
1 point.
Up to 2.
All right.
So
we're down to
that's
5.
one of our 6 points. Yeah. So we're down to 5.
All right. Yeah, I think that's absolutely the correct play.
Yes. All right.
Because the one time.
Yep. Exactly. So now that we have that, I mean, Helmsman now is going to be even better than ever for me.
Yeah.
Because that means that I can also go from Rapa Nui.
Yeah. To fucking Lagos.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful trade route.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Sea route, whatever.
Beautiful. Pretty much that lets me like take a lot of this stuff and just like make it safe.
Where's the other one? The new one?
I put it.
Especially with the amount of cubes we're going to have in the stockpile.
You sure?
Yeah, I know. I placed it over there.
What are we looking for?
The other one of these.
The new character upgrades.
Over here?
No. None of the fuck.
Where did you go? Did I check that area?
No, I'll discard some shit from throughout the game.
There.
Gotcha. I mean, look out for Vix, but if we're moving away from using Vix...
Well, actually, I think we're going to move back into using Vix.
And now that we've got the plus 15...
the plus 15, it's honestly... it's going to be a lot Well, let's see. So next round we're gonna have 21.
Which means
36.
which is double the number of cities we have on the group.
But we would the thing is that we would still have 15 out.
Yeah.
So there is that. We also still I don't think it's going to be as useful anymore, but I still think that that's just like something to keep in mind.
Yeah.
I do think that Vix is going to be more useful. I hesitate to add something else. Because I'm going to
run out of room for scars if I need them.
Not only that, but also just like you already have 2 upgrades. I think that's almost like putting a lot of our eggs in one basket.
It's true.
We learned our lesson last time.
Yep.
Oh, quarantine expert, how could you do me like this? Yeah, I think that's reasonable. So, all right, I think of the character abilities, that I think would be worth doing at all. Lookout, Helmsman, and
I mean Scout
Outrider.
Could be, well, Outrider.
Outrider is the recon action with 1 fewer cards.
Okay.
I think if we're looking at ways to affect recon, Outrider is more useful than Scout.
Putting them both on the same character would be fucking amazing.
But Helmsman would be better, and Outrider is 3.
Outrider is very expensive.
Yeah.
Okay. Do we want Helmsman for Jacob?
I think Helmsman. It's time for Helmsman to come out.
All right. Especially because our distances are starting to get larger.
They are starting to get pretty intense.
And I can only move so much.
Yep. Yeah.
So we have 2 left.
We have 2 points left.
2 points left. Excuse me.
Is there any populations we should increase? I don't think so.
2s across the board is, as we've already determined, enough to prevent things from losing population.
Yeah.
Or sorry, from going down to 0, which is really the most important thing to prevent.
Yeah.
I think permanently increasing our capacity to do things is
better at this
useful.
point. Yeah.
Okay.
Is there anything? I mean, would we want to put any upgrades on these characters in the event that we do eventually use them?
What's their things again?
Whenever you do the transfer supplies free action, you may give or take supply cubes from a player in any location. Kind of good now that we've got the doubled capacity from this. You can just kind of like stand in a like a relatively central haven and just like funnel cubes to someone. Laborer, you may do the build supply center action with 1 fewer card if you spend 2 supply cubes. Combining that with architect, which we can't afford anymore. But like eventually, that means this person could build a supply center for as few as 3 cards.
Yeah,
pretty fucking powerful. The immunologist could maybe take advantage of actually I have no idea.
Yeah. I'm not let's see what else. What are these guys? I don't know. We have 2 left. I'm not in love with any of these.
Kind of the same.
I mean, Foreman could be interesting just for anyone.
I mean, then again, do we want to do coordinator for you, just so that you are like the end-all be-all of moving people around?
Which one is coordinator?
That's as a free action, you can move an adjacent pawn to your location.
That actually, I was actually thinking about that because what you could do then is, for example, if you were here and I was in Paris, right? Move, bring me.
Yeah.
For only 2 total actions.
It frees you out. It frees you all to do stuff.
Yeah.
It frees us to end in dangerous locations because you can get us out of literally anywhere.
I can get you out of anywhere and move myself. So like especially like if you're in a dangerous area where you have a card that I need, I could move in to the area, take the card, move out, and take you out.
Yes. I think that I like it. I like it a lot.
Yeah, having you be like, bam, super movement guy is not a bad thing.
Yeah. Specialization, I think, in this game is pretty good.
Yeah. And now you guys are matched with 6 for 2 upgrades each.
Exactly. Now we don't have that.
Administrator, supplier, and coordinator. I got a freaking resume.
Yep.
For,
I've got farmer, courier, and helmsman.
Instructor,
like mine, I could
facilitator.
I could be basically a logistics person.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I could be applying. I could be applying for a logistician.
Yep.
Occupation.
I think that wraps up everything we have to do in May. We've resolved all the pause cards. We've assigned all of the character upgrades and such. Populations.
Popped out Team Bravo V2.
I think we're good. So thanks everybody for joining us.
Well,
are we gonna do another? We gotta do another one.
I thought we had sort of a general policy against starting another month in case we lost.
We've never had that issue.
Well, I know, but I thought in principle we had that issue so that we didn't end in the middle of the month.
We've done this before. I thought.
Let's keep doing it.
Let's go. Okay.
It's a fucking Friday night. If anything, we could stay up even later.
Because didn't I don't remember. Yeah, no, but it's also a Friday night.
I mean, you're not. I'm totally willing to do it. Okay. I just thought I remembered that we had like a.
We hadn't talked. I don't think we talked about it.
Okay. Just because it seems like if we end up losing the first game, that's going to be fairly unsatisfying.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, like, there's also the nights where we lost 2 in a row.
Right.
And this allows us to go back thinking with the new month scenario in mind.
Sure.
And knowing what went wrong.
And honestly, I just want to play another game.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, that's reasonable. So I'm going to take some time to reset the game here.
Yep.
Anybody feel free to grab snacks, take a bathroom break.
Yeah. I will shuffle stuff.
Yep.
We put all the end game stuff in, right?
Yep. Ration event, epidemic, ration event, epidemic.
Down right there. That's that. That's all right. Oh, Istanbul goes back. Man, having no London is going to be so nice.
It's going to be pretty...
I totally forgot about those!
Ration events.
The fucking... those blue
These
cards.
are just in the deck.
Yeah.
Like, they're not rations.
Oh, right.
They just are in the
they're
deck.
just in the deck.
Bless.
Yeah. Also, did you have any extra actions the last time?
At the end of my turn?
Yeah.
At the end of the game?
Yeah.
I had 1.
You had 1. You could have taken a card out of the discard pile and put it into that special other box.
I could have.
You could have.
No,
yeah.
because it's only you can only immunize the city that you're in.
Oh.
No, but I started in Sao Paulo.
Yeah.
Which had one in the discard deck?
I think so.
I think so.
I don't remember.
I think so because I moved there out of care. Because I couldn't have
either way, it's just something that we forgot that was an action that we should probably... Oh, and it's a free action, God damn it! We don't even need to have an action left.
Right.
So...
I
remember to do that.
It will make the ultimate end game harder.
Yeah, probably.
And so, like if it's a thing at the end of the game, I wouldn't suggest we do it. Like, if we know we're going to win, we know we're going to lose, I would not suggest we do it.
I just think that, for example, getting rid of Atlanta is going to be good. Getting rid of Lima.
Yeah.
Even if it is for temporarily, I think that that's a good thing.
Yeah, I mean, my concern is that it just could backfire and make endgame hell
Trash,
harder.
please.
I mean, yeah, it could. It is a definite possibility.
And Jacob, once you're done shuffling the infection cards, if you would please count the number of cities and only cities in that deck.
City cards.
City cards, yes. Yes, not unique cities, city cards. Thank you.
God, I wish it was unique cities.
Yeah. Be broken as hell. A deck of 80 cards and 2 epidemics. Okay. Bam, bam.
I think we have 52.
Okay.
But I'm going to count again.
Yep. Was kind of throwing out some numbers. Oh, shit.
52, yes.
Cool, excellent.
How many epidemics does that give us?
You said 53?
52.
8.
Oh. Alright.
But we don't add those yet because we have to add our ration events.
Which we only got 4.
We get 4 of, and then we have to deal out our cards.
Alright.
Fresh, please, Will.
If we're not doing immunologist, then we should have stockpile.
Oh, absolutely.
I think so.
Or
yeah.
hidden stockpile, yeah.
I agree. I think in that case.
Stupid machine.
Where's that confounded bridge?
I think we did 2 different references there.
We did, yes.
Going Mass Effect.
The Krogan getting.
This is my thought right now. I've got 5 in there, so one of them would have to go, but that's what I'm thinking.
I like all 5 of these, yes.
Do we want to replace one with it worked the first time? Double the effects of whatever it may be?
I think at this point,
No.
it worked the first time is only good if you have like a
lot.
lot of actions, because otherwise if you draw it and nothing else, it's fucking
That's true.
Yep, exactly. That was my thought.
I would get rid of extend forecast if anything.
Wow, bold words.
See, extended forecast I like more than One Quiet Night. I've always been it's always been the unpopular opinion at this table, but I do like extended forecast more than One Quiet Night.
I mean, I think
it's just like, with the increased mobility that we have.
Check. Have we opened door 64?
That is a good question.
Turn to page 64.
Yes.
Cool. So then we don't have to scratch this off.
And the other trophy.
Go. Alright. So what are you thinking? Which one should we get rid of?
Honestly, with the type of shenanigans that can happen with regard to like removing infection cards and like finagling your way around infection cards, I think you might actually be right.
With the extended forecast?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think you're right in a regular game, but I think in Season 2, with the way that the extra abilities have unfolded,
yeah,
I think you're right.
So because I think the plague cubes is the drastic measures is still really, really fucking useful.
Oh yeah, especially if we.
Yeah.
It's even useful if we are doing well, because it allows us to stay on top of things, or it allows us to be like shit.
Yep. Resilient population is just amazing.
Yep.
And hidden stockpile is pretty much necessary.
Yep. Especially if I'm playing Vix and not Mateo.
Yep.
Okay.
So yeah, I would go for extended forecast then.
Cool. I like it.
Cool.
So shuffle those into the player deck.
Yep.
We'll do the thing. Perimeter report. If you have not opened 64 Europe, scratch the box below. We have. So that's cool.
Europe's already on board.
Journal entry. Utopia. Can we reach them? Our leaders went there. It's the last true piece of civilization left. Secure enough to resist both the plague and the Hollow Men. Perhaps they have a cure. We don't know exactly where Utopia is. Somewhere in the Far East. If we can get there, some think they would help us. Some think they would kill us on sight. Okay. So this is May 23rd, year 14 after the fall. Alright. Old. A new problem. An organized militia has started attacking our supply routes.
No.
They seem to be normal humans, but somehow dead inside. Military Director Yona has dubbed them the Hollow Men because of their violent souls. They've made our thankless task almost impossible as they have no love for us. We've stepped up patrols and have gotten the upper hand for now.
So thank God! I thought that was something new.
That's the origin of the Raiders, I guess.
Yeah, it's the origin of the Hallman.
I thought that was something new. I was like, fuck, we don't need Raiders on our great supply routes from Rapa Nui to Lagos.
Yeah, thankfully not yet. So at this point, it's easier to count which ones we don't include. 6,
15.
9, 12, 15. Oh, I love it so much. We have as many supply cubes in the stockpile right now as we did at literally the start of the game.
Yep.
Oh, beautiful.
So nice.
I love it.
Alright. So first we distribute the cubes, then we get the cards.
What is this? Oh, one coin.
Also, is that one supposed to be there or there?
Yes, we get the cubes, and then we distribute the cards. Okay, so one in every city.
Yeah.
Start there.
We don't even need one in London.
You're right. We don't need one in London. We want 2 in Los Angeles.
2 in Lagos.
2 in Lagos. Bam. 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 Thank you, ma'am.
We only need 1 in Lima, Atlanta, and Mexico City.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that's correct.
How many we got left? A lot. Okay.
Like 17, 16-ish.
Shall we begin putting them in places with 2 population? See how far we get around?
It's a good place to
Accepting Atlanta, Mexico, and City, and Lima.
Yeah.
Alright. Buenos Aires, Frankfurt.
Yeah, and I would always start from as far...
Fucking Jacksonville!
Yep.
San Francisco, Chicago, New York. I think Denver started it too, but Denver's also fine.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we've got 9 left. This is such a weird problem to have.
go add another one to Sao Paulo, I'd say.
Yep.
I'd drop another in Denver and Washington.
Okay.
I'd also probably add another one to Istanbul.
Yeah.
That's how much of a problem that was last time.
Honestly, why not just drop 2 in every city?
Yeah.
Every city.
Except for the...
Yeah, no, I follow.
Yeah, just because
yeah,
it minimizes the chance that shit goes down.
So Cairo.
Yeah. Cairo. And then a third in...
Lagos would protect it.
Lagos would extra protect it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Lagos would be a good idea.
Other sort of choke points.
How many do we
Frankfurt as sort of a window to the east, maybe?
Yeah. I prefer going maybe even San Fran.
You think?
Yeah, because it's really decently out of the way. Maybe both of those. Because I'm thinking of how many steps are they away from these.
Yeah. I'm just thinking in terms of like if we're looking to prevent Frankfurt would be a no on this metric. If we're looking to prevent any possible plague during setup, we'll want to put these in places that started with 3 cards.
Yeah.
So
then
Jacksonville, Washington, New York.
Didn't we get rid? No, we didn't get rid of one Jacksonville yet.
Yeah, not yet.
It hasn't come up.
So
God damn it, Jacksonville.
Basically, Istanbul, Cairo, Tripoli, Jacksonville, Washington, New York, Sao Paulo are our like options if we want to prevent any possible plague.
Well, then let's go Sao Paulo.
Okay, I like it.
And then Washington.
Cool.
Because Washington is a bitch to get to and get out of.
Surprisingly, yeah.
Well, you ever tried to get to the city proper from Dulles? It's a nasty fucking trip.
All right.
Pretty sure Dulles doesn't exist anymore.
You kidding with how far removed it is from any sort of population? It's fine.
There's still planes flying in and out.
What a rickety old ass plane. Tripoli, Chicago, and resilient population.
I got extended forecast San Francisco and Istanbul.
Go search! Literally, that card says complete an objective.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much.
Atlanta, Denver, and Tripoli.
And this is how you count, kids. Things that we have to learn.
Math.
All of us are like looking intently at this.
So there are still between 7 and 8 cards in each deck, but the proportion is much more towards the 7s than towards the 8s, like it was last time. Shuffle, please.
Shuffling.
Those are both of the 8s. Everything else.
Did you put the epidemics in there?
Yes.
Okay. So I was like, there's still a pile of them over there.
So those 2 will go on the top. They can be stacked on top of each other, and they will go on top of these 6 stacks.
I love how Jacob's is truly random. Mine was just random because of absence of thought.
Right. Yeah, it's not random as much as it is unknown. Which really is all that matters.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's like when in Spirit Island, so neither of us have the expansion. So there's only 2 Blight cards.
Yeah.
So I never, like, if I didn't flip over the Blight card, I don't even bother to change it out. Because I'm like, well, Quantum says that it's still unknown.
Yeah. I mean, I've never, I don't even know any of the Blight cards because I have not yet played a game in which I have flipped over a Blight.
I am intimately familiar with both of them. They're ball breaking.
That's why I play like crazy defense whenever I play Spirit Island.
Yep.
Like that is just my way of playing it.
Yeah. Which again, hilarious when you think about how we play Robinson.
Yep.
But it just goes to show you. Different games, different strokes for different folks.
Alrighty.
Schwazi?
Yeah. I think we're
good to go.
We're done. We're good. Well, we forgot to infect.
We will infect in a moment. Well,
go first.
Okay.
Infect.
Frankfurt.
Kurt.
Of course. Lagos.
Yes.
The regular one. Tripoli. Cairo. Washington. Istanbul. What is that?
That's 6. We got 3 more.
New York. Frankfurt. Mother. Paris.
Okay, so Northern Europe is going to need some attention.
Yeah.
And so is Northern Africa, for that matter.
Alright. Guess I know where I'm going.
Okay. So, that's the infection. Keep in mind, we can immunize. Actually, this is probably one of the best times to immunize because we've got such a variable...
Well, immunize, we need the card.
Yeah.
Are you talking about inoculate?
Yeah.
I was talking about the blue card, which I think is immunize or whatever. The new blue card that we got earlier.
The new purple card.
Purple card, whatever.
What's that do?
Portable antiviral lab.
Yeah, that's the one I thought you were talking about.
No, what are you doing? That's the month we're playing.
Oh, that is the month we're playing right now.
The portable antiviral lab.
literally didn't want you to...
yeah, exactly.
The portable antiviral lab gives us extra ability to generate cubes. You can discard it to generate 3 additional cubes.
Ah, that's what it does. Right.
Do we want to pop Brazilian population, take Frankfurt out?
I would actually eliminate Frankfurt.
That's a really good idea.
That is...
Bam!
Do it.
Turn 1. Turn 0, because I'm not even going.
Yeah. Both Frankfurts.
Easy breezy, beautiful.
Yeah, we literally do not have to worry about Frankfurt.
Do you need milk?
I believe so.
Cool. May I have some milk?
Yes.
I suppose this is a follow-up question.
Yes. Yes, you might.
Alrighty. Let's see now.
What do we got?
Question is, do either of you want to be a Montgomery? Because right now I can move you for free.
Not really.
No.
For me, I'm probably gonna go the route of.
I am deeply ambivalent.
I might. I'm not sure if I want to go the route of Providence or if I want to go the route of Montgomery. Do you want to go north or do you want to go through the south?
I assume you want to go north. Especially for no other reason than because you want to get to San Francisco.
Also, I can drop one on Tripoli.
Well, if I want to get to San Francisco, I can also go south. It would actually take less actions for me to go south.
True, because our routes are so fucking long.
Right, I can...
So don't move me. Don't worry about me.
Okay.
Here's what I'm thinking. Produce on Montgomery.
Mm-hmm.
Quick pause.
Mm-hmm.
I don't mean to interrupt your thought. What are our general objectives?
Good question.
Explore Africa?
I would like to explore Africa.
Did we take one that's a the recon one less?
No, we did not. It was too expensive.
Too expensive, yeah.
So I feel like reconning Africa,
connecting Moscow,
and just generally searching when available.
Mm-hmm.
We could connect Moscow and St. Petersburg. Same things at Frankfurt, and there's no danger in Frankfurt.
Yeah.
Yeah. Probably also like to connect Rapa Nui to San Francisco. I just think that that's a decent route.
Yeah. I mean,
skips two.
We can also just connect San Francisco to Los Angeles by land, since that's awkward not to have right now.
That is true.
And I feel like that's more likely to be helpful in terms of maneuvering around places that can actually get infected.
But my counter argument is that we still can't use cards to move over routes. If we don't have San Francisco as a sea route connection anywhere, we cannot use a card to get there.
Good point.
This has nothing to do with what you're doing.
You know? No. Jacob, actually,
yeah.
I think I should move you to Montgomery.
Yeah.
Because I'm moving into Europe. That'll save you one turn if you want to reinforce New York.
If I want to reinforce New York, yes.
Which I can go drop at least one onto Paris, and maybe drop one onto Tripoli. I don't know if my actions work out like that. Produce.
It's really annoying that I have this card because I don't want to search. I am not the searcher. I'm not the one who actually wants to do this shit.
I can take it from you.
Yeah, you can take it. So honestly, I would rather have you take it from me.
All right.
Because then I can worry about what I do best, which is making sure that shit doesn't explode.
Mm-hmm. I dig this.
And so so then.
Yes, I know what I'm. Should I move to Providence? Move you to Providence
for free?
Yeah. Yeah, for free.
Yeah.
That is a free action.
Yeah. Move to Istanbul.
Mm-hmm.
And I can drop one into Istanbul.
1, 2, 3.
And drop
one more
Istanbul.
action.
Wait,
no, that's including dropping, because this was a free action because of your new ability.
Yeah, but 1, 2, 3.
And you forgot you had to make. That's your fourth.
I had to make.
Yeah,
that was my fourth.
That was your fourth. Yes.
So I can keep one, or I can drop a third onto Istanbul.
Keep it.
Keep it. Okay.
No reason not to.
Yeah. Okay.
We good with that?
I think I'm good.
Because that way, that means you can trade San Francisco to him.
Yeah. Greg can do searching and that kind of stuff. I can worry about my shit. Card 1.
Lagos. Foundation Lagos.
Nice.
Cairo.
Cool.
Rainbow.
Not that bad.
Alright. Turn 1, or action 1. Gimme.
What? Whoa.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Mexico City.
Mexico.
As a free action, did you want to immunize?
Immunize Istanbul?
Yeah.
Personally, I don't
really
want to
does not
because
like
you know
the
my thing.
immunization
But
action.
if y'all want to, I will do.
You do you.
You don't have to.
I'm not going to.
Okay.
Alright? Because I'm convinced it will make the end game infinitely harder. Second is Sao Paulo.
Not bad. Okay. Alright. Greg.
Be San Francisco.
Action 1.
That's one action. Would you like Tripoli?
Sure. I'll start collecting blacks.
Action 2. Move to New York, I guess. Or Jacksonville, I think, is technically closer.
It is. Jacksonville is much closer.
I mean, one action, but
that's 1/4.
right. Yeah. All right. Touche, salesman. Touche.
And I now have a free movement action.
Produce supplies,
With
with 2 X.
technically one action remaining.
Yeah.
And ooh,
Didn't stockpile.
Not bad.
yep.
Do we want to burst that now?
I kind of don't think there's any reason not to.
There's no reason.
Yeah,
not
let's
to.
just get it out. You take it, right? It's onto your character card.
No, it's onto wherever.
Onto a location containing my character.
Or no, containing any pawns, I think.
Oh, containing a player pawn. That's true.
It can be any of us.
Should we give
Hey,
it to
Jacob! Here is a literal bed of cubes for you.
Thank ya.
Go ahead.
My turn. Well, no. This.
Ah, right.
Jacksonville.
Okay.
Motherfucker. Los Angeles. Well stocked.
It's well stocked.
Yeah, buddy!
That's such a good card.
It's so useful.
Yeah.
I mean, it did cost 2 to put on.
Yeah, but
it's so useful.
It's worth it. I mean, it saved Lagos
pretty
from
much-
being an issue.
And also, like, Los Angeles literally cannot, like, have anything happen to it.
Yeah, ever.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
I will pick these up.
Yeah. I don't blame you.
So, 1. No, that's not an action. That's a free action. Okay, 1. That would be 1.
Can I retro have dropped the last one onto Istanbul?
Sure.
I'm just paranoid that I'm going to draw 3.
Yeah, alright.
Or
Right.
that,
If you
Once
it'll turn up in an epidemic or something.
yeah, I'm
Although-
paranoid.
Then it wouldn't matter. But...
London, it doesn't matter, does it? Yeah.
Nope. Reinforced New York can move towards Frankfurt.
Yeah. I mean, Frankfurt doesn't matter either.
No, but move towards there so that you can supply route. Or whatever the hell it's called.
You don't need. Well, I could move you to Istanbul.
4. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, that's what I've got.
Okay. New supplies.
Cool.
London.
Nice. All right.
Nope. Infections.
Yes.
I remember this time.
Istanbul.
Yoink.
Jacksonville. Still not the one that we can destroy. 2 Jacksonvilles, and neither are the ones that we can destroy.
Yeah.
We haven't had it since we put it on 3 games ago.
Yep.
Motherfucker.
Okay. Thoughts. Here's what I got for you.
All right. Tell me that.
Made a hamburger.
1, 2.
No, that's just still 1 action. Because
Yeah.
of your free action.
Yeah.
So 1.
2, 3.
Isn't that once per turn? No, it's a free action. You can just do it.
I could bring you right to San Francisco. You could search twice right off the
You're
bat.
so good.
You could search twice. I can move you to Denver. Do you want to go to Denver? We leave Jacksonville abandoned.
Can you move me to
No,
Denver?
you can't do that to Denver.
You can, because
Yeah.
he's got a third
I got-
action. Or he's
Oh,
got a
still
fourth
got action
action.
left.
I still got an action.
Holy shit, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, do it.
Denver.
Let's go.
And how about you come with me? We're going to go on a road trip.
Yay, friendship, friendship. This is also good because it means I'm in a supply center where I can, before I leave, I can take an extra action. to
Mobility!
For real, dude. Okay.
Oh shit! I have 1 extra movement.
Why?
Oh,
shit,
that.
because that thing.
So actually, I would have.
You would have been in Frankfurt.
I would have been in. No, I would have. What I would have done is I would have probably dropped 2 in Paris. Because that would have been extra.
That's
action.
what you. I saw. That's what you wanted.
That's
to
what I
do.
wanted to do. So.
Right, and I could have
Alright,
moved you.
so,
and then I
and
would have
then
ended
I
in
moved you to
Frankfurt.
Frankfurt.
Paying dividends there, fellas.
Yeah. Move.
Alrighty.
Mobility.
Goodness gracious.
All right. What you got?
New York.
Yep. And epidemic.
All right. Well, we were overdue.
Yep.
Or, well, technically, I guess we were about to.
Atlanta.
Do we want to extend forecast? Because Jacksonville's at risk.
And
Atlanta's at
and
risk.
Atlanta are-
Mexico City's at risk.
Oh yeah, there is that.
Fucking Mexico.
There is Mexico City.
All right, I say we do it.
Yeah. All right.
Especially since we're at 2, which gives us
Yeah.
This is the opposite of One Quiet Night. The earlier you used extended forecast, the more efficacious it is.
Also, remember those games where we didn't get a single ration event?
I do remember that.
Now we've used 3.
They were balls.
We've used 3 right
Out of
around
the
the
four.
first
Out of the
epidemic.
4 that we get. Yeah. All right.
What's
Alright.
the one we have remaining?
The plague one.
Plague removal. Okay.
Drastic
Ration event.
measures.
Boom. That's 6, right?
8.
8. Nice. 1, 2, 3.
And this is more useful now because of the 2 draw, which I think y'all already said.
8. All right. So we've got some Tripoli. We got Mexico City, which would have been the second one up. So thank God we did.
Good job.
We got Lagos. We got Jacksonville. We got Washington. New York and Sao Paulo.
Okay, so Jacksonville and Mexico City at the bottom.
Yep.
New York at the top. Did you say Paris?
Did I say Paris? No.
Okay.
New York is at the top. I've also got Tripoli.
Tripoli lower.
Yeah, Tripoli would probably be lower.
Which, did you say Lagos? No, you said Sao Paulo.
Both.
Oh, which Lagos?
Regular. We haven't drawn the good one.
Regular Lagos should go pretty low then too.
Yeah.
Lagos, Sao Paulo low. Washington high. Istanbul high. New York high.
New York, Istanbul.
Because
Washington,
I'm right there.
Sao Paulo. Lagos, other one, and then Jacksonville, Mexico City.
Yeah.
Yep.
So by my turn, I can reinforce at least Mexico City and Atlanta, right?
So
where's Atlanta?
All right.
Atlanta is was not drawn.
Wasn't that
It's down
the
here.
instigator?
No.
Oh,
Yeah, but we had like 12 cards.
right,
Yeah, we had like
right,
a lot of
right,
cards.
Right.
Yeah. So it's New York, Istanbul, Washington, Sao Paulo, Lagos, Tripoli, Jacksonville, Mexico.
Okay. And this is your turn?
Yes.
It's not my turn.
Okay.
Yep. So now we draw the first two.
Yeah. Did you already have your... New York was your other card.
Yeah.
Right.
New York.
So New York and Istanbul.
Istanbul. Yep.
Okay.
Cool.
All right.
All right. You sir.
Which of your blue cards do you care the least about?
Denver.
Well, I
probably.
can remote drop onto Atlanta, so that might be useful.
Denver, I think, is
Denver
the one.
is, probably least useful.
Yoink. Move. Search.
Okay. Clears the phone.
So, land first or sea first?
Go for the land.
All right. We discovered a lost supply cache. Put 3 supply cubes into the city from the reserve.
Nice.
That's pretty cool. And then C.
Mm-hmm. Found a lost supply. Found a supply cache.
So at the end of my turn, assuming we don't have an epidemic, end of my turn, Jacksonville and Mexico City will pop.
Yeah. Yes.
I can get to Mexico City at least. I don't know if I can get to both.
Objective complete.
Oh yeah. Motherfucker. I can take care of Jacksonville.
I can get to Mexico City then.
We have learned the location of a lost haven. Open 60 and add it to the board. If you have already opened 60, which we have, gain 1 action. So, I mean, as a free action, I'll pick up these 3. Or 4?
3.
3.
Just because it's an ass to get to.
3, and then with my action, I will move.
Cool.
Is there any more productive action you can do from there? Because I can move you for free.
No.
Would you want to do a connection?
I could do the connection. So here's my thinking, actually. If I do this, then I can free you up to take these from me. Which gives you the free... Like, you can take these from me instead of producing as an action. So it gives you an extra action. Which I feel like is pretty useful given this happening.
Okay.
But I could go either way. So basically, if you want an extra action, I'll do this. If you think it's more important to have the connection to Rapa Nui,
I don't think so, to be honest.
Yeah, I think you're.
I think San Francisco's still isolated enough.
Okay. Well, then I'm done.
Alright, 1 sec. Go ahead and finish your turn. Draw your cards.
Yep.
It's just clearing off all the gunk.
Yep.
I'm 1 blue card away. I can, yeah.
You can build on your turn.
Yep.
All right.
All right. You get. Or did you draw both?
I did not. I draw both. I draw both. Jesus Christ. I drew both my city cards. I have not drawn any infection cards.
Washington and Sao Paulo.
Washington's at 1. Sao Paulo's at 1.
Cool.
But you cover Jacksonville. I can cover Mexico City. Yes. We should be fine.
Yep, pretty much.
all going to be a head fake. There's not going to be any bad stuff for immunization.
Alright. 1. No, 0. 1,
I will
2,
say,
3.
as a thought,
Hmm.
while I'm in Mexico City, I could immunize it. Which it only has one card.
Yes, do it.
Oh wait, no, it wouldn't. It wouldn't work though because it wouldn't have been in the discard
Yes,
pile
you're
by
right.
that
It would
time.
not have been.
Never mind.
But
And
that
Atlanta
could
wouldn't have either.
that could be a good, just in general, action to take.
Yeah.
In the future, Greg
Yeah.
could probably take it because he could move there and then do something else.
Yeah.
But
I'm trying to think of one-offs where like.
Well, I think that's what I'm thinking. Mexico, Atlanta are both like one-offs that would be very useful to do the immunization action.
I mean, you also just know me and my hesitance to do that.
Yeah, I know.
But I think if we're going to do it anywhere, ones are the best.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Especially in Mexico
Or
City, which
fucking
already has a
Jacksonville.
plague outbreak.
That's the other thing. Fucking Jacksonville. All right. That being said, I did my turn.
Okay.
I drew an epidemic
Good job.
because, of course, I did.
Of course you did.
Well, if that moves Mexico City down the priority.
It does. San Francisco.
Well, good thing we're right there.
Yeah.
The other thing is, though,
All right.
got a high chance. What can kick us in the ass?
Currently, nothing.
San Francisco can.
No. Oh yeah, San Francisco's the only one. Everything else is fine.
And that's fine.
Yeah, because we've
That's
got New York,
honestly a
Istanbul,
good time to have an
Washington, Sao
epidemic.
Paulo, and San Francisco.
Yeah.
Just barring San Francisco, everything should be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that feels pretty good.
Yeah, that's not bad. Alrighty. Alright. What we got?
San Francisco?
Yep.
Nailed it.
New York.
Nobody cares.
Alright. Well.
Thank you. Alright. Was that your second card or your first?
First.
Yeah, cool. Go ahead.
Okay. And take the 3 supply cubes from you?
Yep. No. You can only have 2.
Should I go to San Francisco or Mexico City?
Mexico
Or can I
City.
do both?
Yeah, Mexico City, and you remote drop one on Atlanta.
Yep.
Yeah.
I remote dropped one.
You always drop these things.
Yeah. Alright.
Well, you can't have nice things.
So on my turn, San Francisco.
Yes.
Just one on to Mexico City?
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless, 2.
2?
I mean, because we know it's going to come up.
Yeah.
So might as well.
Yeah. I think
Okay. So Mexico City.
so those 2 actions.
2. 3, 4.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool.
Draw your cards.
Istanbul.
Sao Paulo.
Okay. Istanbul.
Istanbul.
Washington.
Washington.
Okay.
Okay. So, move supply center. Move.
Where do you want to build a supply center?
San Francisco.
Yeah.
Probably a good thought, yeah.
So let's see. No, you can't do that. I was going to say produce, move, supply center, drop, but that's not a good idea.
I can move you out my
You
turn.
could. That's true. You could.
So then that limits Jacob, and if there's any emergency situations, that might limit my ability to.
I'm fine. I'm
Okay.
fine. The other thing is you could pick up from Denver.
Denver hasn't had
If you pick up Denver, you can move supply center, drop, move.
True. That's true.
I think that probably is the best one, but
That's a good idea. All right.
because we do have 2 San Fran cards.
Denver. So pickup is a free action.
Yep.
Move. I'll go ahead and drop for now.
Mm-hmm.
And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gets me a supply center. Here. Traces that, and then I move back.
Cool. Yeah.
Pretty good.
I think that's a good.
Drastic measures.
Nice.
Sao Paulo.
With
foundations.
Cool.
We should get both of those in the same hand.
Yeah, exactly. You get both. You have enough to build a yellow.
Yeah, I have enough that I can build it.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you give him that, then yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right.
No, infect.
Sao Paulo.
Okay, probably get there.
Lagos.
Also get there.
I'm also right there.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna give these to you. Scheme.
All right, my turn. So
I haven't even got the Jacksonville, Mexico City thing yet.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that. That's one action.
Produce and deliver.
2 actions. 3 actions. Right?
Yeah.
I have 1 more action.
And a free movement.
Yes.
Washington? Maybe?
Maybe. I hesitate because it's so out of the way. Like, I can't... First of all, I can't do anything for it this turn.
Right.
Like, I would be able to set myself up.
Produce again?
I was thinking about...
to go somewhere?
I was thinking about starting to go there. I could do 2 movement actions. I could get myself to Istanbul so I can get to Frankfurt and start connecting shit.
Actually, you could reinforce Washington.
How?
Produce right now. Move to Jacksonville. Oh,
and I don't have another action
to deliver.
Yeah.
Yeah. Moving and getting in towards Frankfurt is not a bad idea, especially because Istanbul and Tripoli are going to be coming up soonish.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah. All right.
What do you have?
I have Tripoli, Cairo, and Istanbul.
I
can drop onto Tripoli.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna do that.
Okay. 2 cards off the top.
Tripoli.
Yoink.
I might drop my turn. Jacksonville. So Mexico City is next up.
Yep. All right.
Okay. William.
You fine with being moved out, Greg? I can move you to Sao Paulo. I can take it and build on Sao Paulo.
You can't take it from him.
He can.
If it's on Sao Paulo.
Oh. Yeah.
And I could remote drop onto Tripoli.
We don't want to build it in Sao Paulo. We want to build it in Lagos.
Okay.
Yeah.
Especially because in an absolute worst case scenario, if we don't get to explore Africa this time, we can make it permanent and then not have to worry about that step next turn.
You're right. You're right. And when you're right, you're right. And you're always right.
If you can swing a situation where you end in the same, you and I both end in Lagos, then I can build it next turn.
Yeah, you could.
I could move us both to Lagos and give you Lagos.
Sure.
Would that work? Would that make it easier on you?
1, 2, 3, and then what would you do with your 4th action? Maybe build before you.
I can remote drop on Tripoli.
Yeah,
perfect.
There you go.
All right. So
move.
1, 2, 3,
and remote
drop on Tripoli for 4. All right, that's legit. Lagos.
Of course.
Sao Paulo.
Of course.
Actually, that's not a bad thing.
It's not bad.
Well, you have 2 Sao Paulos, but that's the only annoying part.
I have 2.
Well, I'm just saying for this.
Well, you can take any.
I can take anything, yeah. So
I
take
will
Sao
take
Paulo, those Sao Paulo.
Yeah, you will. Yeah.
And that way we have 2
Yep.
building up towards it.
In fact, we know Mexico City.
Mexico City. Istanbul.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, I'm right there.
So 1.
1 Sao Paulo.
2.
Build.
Cool. Where do I need to reinforce?
Yes.
Honestly, Denver.
Yeah, North America. Here I come. I think.
You're going back.
Yep. All right. So that was. Do we think? I think 2 and then produce, or 3 and produce for 4 makes the most sense.
Yep. Yeah, we have enough supply cubes that doesn't take away from anything.
Do you want to use that one to pick up? Would that be 3 instead? Well, that would just be 1.
It would be 3. I'd rather using this in Denver
would be
is
much
like
more
cash money.
That would be 6.
Yeah. I think this is where I'm at for now.
Sounds good.
All right. Frankfurt, searchable Frankfurt. Washington, man, blue for days.
Mm-hmm.
Immunize this shit. Let's get the hell out of here.
Right.
And then infection. Los Angeles is well stocked. Get fucked.
Paris.
Paris.
Also, do remember, and this is an argument against taking cards out of there. That extends our game.
It does. That's true. But it also increases the number of epidemic cards we have to deal with.
Yeah. I don't know. I'd rather have
what extends our game?
Having more cards to draw upon.
Because remember, if this ever runs dry, we lose.
Oh yeah. No, the one that I was suggesting was getting rid of these.
Yeah.
I don't think we're at the point yet to get rid of those.
Yeah. No, I definitely agree.
That's my turn.
All right.
Oh, and this is up to 2.
So, the fuck do I do?
What do you do? Yeah, unfortunately, you're not really in a position to take good advantage of Opal.
Yeah, I know.
You'd have to move first.
But I have an idea. Let's see how that would work. Count out my actions. Okay. What if I went to Cairo?
Okay.
Use my produced supplies locally.
Yeah.
To get 5.
Yeah.
Move Istanbul, Frankfurt, and connect Moscow.
I like it.
Only thing is, would you rather reinforce Tripoli and Istanbul? And Cairo, for that matter.
That is the question. Because I could do that as well.
Actually, yeah, given sort of the scope of the game as it stands, I think it's going to be easy enough for you to get there next turn.
Okay.
So yeah, reinforcing Istanbul.
So
also, make sure to pick up that cube for free before so that you get the extra one.
Yeah. So that's no action so far. This is my free movement action. One action. I'm not going to pick up all of these. I'm just going to leave 2.
Yeah, because Cairo has come up.
And we're due for an epidemic.
So let's see. That's one action so far.
Mobility.
2.
This will be
Still
2. 3. Sorry. That. That's 3. And then move that. Yep.
It's a good turn.
Yep. Because now I still have the 2 that I could use for the land route. And
there you go.
I don't have to worry about
Very
an
good
action
turn.
for next turn.
All right.
Epidemic. Of course. Denver. What happens when you don't have a cube in Denver?
Nothing.
Cool. Good.
Because the prompt is remove all cubes from that location.
It's not drop a plague cube?
Yeah.
Nope.
All right.
Draw the bottom card from the infection deck and remove all the supply cubes.
Yeah, because it's not remove 1 cube.
Yeah.
Because that's what the
And
other
we
thing.
intensify. So the good thing actually about this is that if we do get a cube in Denver, I can just be like, bam!
Yep.
We're at 3, correct?
3 what?
Yeah, 3
infections?
Yeah, 3 infection rate.
Infection rate of 3.
3. The number of the counting shall be 3.
3.
I'm so glad all our minds went there at once.
Yeah. Classic, man.
I mean, mine first went to the count, but after that, went to
3 infections. Alright.
Alright.
Yeah.
1 New York. 2 Los Angeles, nothing.
Boosh.
Washington's still in danger.
And 3 Lagos.
Regular Lagos.
Mm-hmm.
I just remembered Washington's still in danger.
Washington is still in danger.
I can get there on my turn, but obviously that's a little bit from now.
Yep.
I can't really do anything about it.
Willem.
Okay. Well, yeah, that's why we've got fucking drastic measures for.
You could do something.
Could I drop anything on Washington?
You're blue, right?
Yeah.
1, 2, pick up, 3 drop.
I don't think we want to take stuff from Jacksonville.
Then take stuff from Lagos.
I don't think we want to do that either.
You're close enough to do something for Lagos, but like the thing is that Washington is so far away, and it is in this top part.
True.
We need to do something about Washington, and we've already drawn Lagos.
True.
And there was only one that we had.
That's right. Well, there was a second one, but it was in the first ever epidemic and hasn't been drawn since.
So then take one from Lagos, go and drop one in Washington.
Yeah, that's actually not a bad idea.
That's a thought. Another potential thought. And this would take a while.
We don't have a while. The other thing is, can you... Wait a second. Let me just see something real quick. Damn it. Oh, the other thing is that you could do is you could do 1, take from Greg, 2, 3, drop.
That is true. That's actually maybe a best idea.
That is probably the best.
The only other thing I was thinking was for the sake of a research center.
Don't do for the sake of a research center.
Okay. We're thinking about going to Istanbul.
Istanbul, no. I can take from Jacob. I can move us both to Tripoli. He can give me on his turn.
No.
But that would take...
That's too...
We got screwed once by our focus on research centers.
Right.
I do not want to get screwed again by our focus on research
centers. We're in danger response mode now.
Yes, we are in, because we got Denver and Washington right now, both in the deck. Right. We need to get there.
Okay. Yep. 1, take 2. You want to come along with?
Yes,
move
please.
Move them.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, because that way I'm closer to Denver.
3.
Exactly.
Drop.
Nice.
Perfect. There we
Clutch.
go. That is good.
There we go. That's what's up.
That's what we needed to do. That is optimal move.
Mexico City, searchable.
Nice.
You have to discard some.
Produce supplies. Oh, do I have to discard first? Yes.
Discard the blues. Who cares?
Yeah.
We got so many blues. We're flush with blues.
I'd also like to point out I have 3 unique yellows at this point.
Yes,
that's one of the good things.
So I think if you given any situation, use your produce supplies if you can, but save your yellows at all costs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
And then infect 3.
San Francisco.
Okay.
Istanbul.
Okay.
Tripoli.
Okay.
Yeah, we're totally fine.
Yeah, that was friendly. I'm thinking 1, 2 produce supplies local.
Yeah.
And then pick up stuff and move back towards the Atlantic.
San Francisco keeps being the issue.
Yeah.
As does Mexico City.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't suggest moving.
Alright.
I can remote drop onto Mexico City.
I could just produce again.
I can routinely remote drop onto Mexico City now.
Yeah.
Now that I have that card.
But you can't to San Fran.
Unfortunately not.
Did you... Was there a turn where you started in Mexico City?
No.
No.
Okay.
I went to Mexico City, then flew out.
Okay.
I started in Denver, moved to Mexico City, dropped to,
and then
flew to Vigneto.
Gotcha. You met me.
Okay.
You know, I wouldn't have let myself in. You know,
I had actually forgotten.
I'm paranoid about that.
Infested gave exposure.
Yep.
Okay. Well, certainly. I mean, 1, 2, 3. That's happening for damn sure.
Yep.
So 6. I'm gonna take 4 of these. I think is the way to go.
I think so. That makes sense.
And then move. No, I don't want to move. Well, because I was thinking I could try to move to set myself up, but then that wouldn't be good because then I'd take an exposure. So just produce again.
You could also move to LA to possibly do a connection of some sort.
Yeah.
Use some of your cubes for a connection.
That's an option.
Because that is another thing that we could do in LA San Fran connection for 2 cubes.
Yeah. So
might not be the worst idea. So that would be 1 action.
All right.
2 to move, 3 to reinforce, and 4 to move out. And that would also give us a closer from Rapa Nui.
Yeah. All right. I like that idea.
Okay.
Draw. Frankfurt.
Okay.
Produce supplies.
Not bad. Cool.
3 infections, please.
Paris. Istanbul. Sao Paulo.
All your hard work.
Yep.
That's why we did it.
Okay, go ahead, Jacob. Where are our fucking yellow cards?
Alright. I'm gonna go produce and drop. That's 1 action.
It hurts, but yeah.
It's not optimal, but there's not really much I could do. Unless I, again...
If you were willing to just, like, yeah. At a certain point.
Alright.
Moscow?
Actually, wait 1 second.
Moscow makes it easier for future recon. I'd suggest.
No, I
makes
have
it possible.
100%. I want to connect Moscow, but the question is turn efficiency. So let's see. If I do move, free, lose place, 1, move, 2, move, 3, search. Okay. Change plans.
Okay.
Move. Produce and drop.
Okay.
So it's 1 action.
Yep.
2, 3, connect.
Nice. Love it. Moscow.
Go. Cool.
Cool.
So Moscow has been connected.
It's 1 new city connected to the grid.
There we go. And I am here.
Yes.
All right. There we
It's
go.
a good turn.
Yeah, that's I'm pretty happy with that.
Istanbul.
Not Constantinople.
And this will prompt you to discard a card.
Triple
Get rid of.
Get rid of one of the blues.
or London.
Or actually, Lagos isn't a bad idea because we've already got 1 copy of Lagos.
Yeah.
So it couldn't possibly be used for the recon anyway.
Yeah. And we could always place another thing in blue.
And the blues would allow you to like maneuver around this area, which is clearly important.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Although you couldn't do it from your red.
Infection.
Yeah.
Washington. Thank God you did that.
God.
Wait.
Yeah. No.
Oh.
Here.
Okay. Denver.
Thank God you did that.
And Mexico City.
God damn.
Oh. Okay.
And now you're up.
What'd you see? What
Well,
do your elf
this
eyes
actually
see?
opens a new thought for me.
Okay.
Hang on, I've got to do some math.
Math.
Math. The war cry of this game.
Mm-hmm.
I wish that one of these had a foundation. It's so nice.
One of them. What? There's
I know there are
there's
ones that are.
Tripoli with a foundation.
Yeah.
Is that what we have?
Yes, I believe so. But it's just like I have 4 of them, and then I wouldn't have to discard any blues. But
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
Okay. 2 different thoughts.
Yes.
One,
Bless you.
I could go into search and get out of Mexico City, which that one is always a pain to search. I fly to you, 2, 3. No, searching is action. I can't. Never mind. Other thought was I fly to Jacob, go to Istanbul, take you to Istanbul, give you the card.
I like that better.
Considering it's feasible.
Okay. Let me just say something real quick.
We're not in quite as much of damage control at the moment.
And you could still remote drop Mexico City.
Would I have that extra turn?
Yeah.
So you would have 1.
Still
2,
1.
No. 1.
Oh,
2,
okay. I think yeah. All right.
3 to take.
No. Free. Free to take me.
No, 3.
Oh,
yeah,
3 to
3
take.
3 to give. I meant to say.
And then your 4th action.
4th action would be a remote drop on Mexico City. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
1,
Frankfurt.
2, 3,
2.
2,
3.
And discard a London, I guess.
Yep.
4.
Okay. I like it.
Cool.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's good.
Yeah, definitely good.
Washington.
Okay.
Useless. Jacksonville.
Well, get rid of your Washington.
Yep.
You're so close.
Should I drop Cairo instead? Because Washington allows me to remote drop on Washington, which currently only has one.
Good call.
Good call.
Good call, Wanda. Especially since you don't have to hold on to those black cards anymore.
Yep.
Infect.
3 of those.
Jacksonville.
Fucking Jacksonville.
Cairo.
Okay.
Atlanta.
Okay, so we're starting to get into the stuff that we had at like the very beginning.
Yep, we are.
So I think that means we're overdue for an epidemic, is what that means.
Probably.
Okay. Supply route to San Francisco, move to Denver.
I think so.
Okay.
Do you want to drop in Atlanta? Because if you do draw the epidemic, I mean, it's not a likely chance. But
that's sort of the thing, right? Is that like they're both in there, and it's like, I think I'm comfortable doing this.
I think so. All right, I like that San Fran idea.
I'll...
Plus, it gets me. Okay.
You could do another cheeky pop to Denver and blow your local production.
Right.
And get fucking 6.
I could also, I could spare myself the need to go to San Francisco if we were willing to blow a system wide.
I don't want to blow a system wide.
This is not the time to blow system wide.
All right. Then I'm just going to stick with what I got.
Yeah.
So these become a supply route. San Francisco to Los Angeles. Oh, hush. Perfect. Then I will move there and drop, I think 1, 2, both. All right. And then GTFO. Fuck! No, Denver, how could you do this to me? I trusted you. You were my daughter's wedding. Okay, all right. That's happening, I guess.
You're like a son to me.
You were like a brother to me.
That's all I got time for. Unless I want to immunize Denver.
It's not my decision to make.
I mean, there's no way that it gets a cube unless it is the epidemic card, in which case I have bigger problems.
Yeah, but I don't know if I'd be against that. But
honestly, immunizing one of the cities with a permanent supply center seems like a waste to me.
True. You could have immunized San Francisco while you were there.
I could have.
As well as Los Angeles.
Yeah. We don't.
Well, LA, we have it.
LA, we've got it under control.
Yeah. Get one of the San Franciscos out of rotation forever.
Well, what that means then is that instead of delivering, I would just go here, immunize as a free action. Because there's only one in there. Right?
But we have 2.
We have 2 in the deck, but there's only one in there.
True. But I think we've drawn both at a certain time.
Well, not this game, I don't think.
Yeah? Alright. We could do that. Do you want to do that? That is the question.
I do. I will be the first to use the immunize action, or inoculate, excuse me. Inoculate. I keep saying that. Take a player card or infection card matching your current city from the discard pile, put it into package 6.
What? Shit the eyes. What were your thoughts?
I was just trying to think about whether or not there might be a correlation between the people who are Hollow Men, who are apparently psychologically distinct.
And the zombies from the last game?
Well, and immunized populations.
I think that I think it's going to be a connection to the last
Bigger
week.
question I have: what was box 6 when we opened it? Because it specifically asked us for a thing. No. What was inside box 6?
Well, the stuff that we got just now.
Yeah.
The stuff. It was the stuff for Rapa Nui. That was the supply cubes, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Just if it was something else, then there might have been a connection.
Yeah.
And then I will.
But
I still think
I
that
also like your theory.
I do think it has something to do with Halloween, but
local after picking this up.
yeah. Cool.
I think your theory is right.
God, I love Denver.
It's gonna just keep
pick up 4 more.
Yeah.
The gift that keeps on giving.
They just converted all the cannabis dispensaries.
Exactly.
into
Yes, that's exactly what I was thinking.
All right.
All right. Cool. That. Ooh. That.
Yeah.
How many portable?
3.
3. Okay.
Cairo.
Yeah.
Well, at least it's got a supply center.
Horrible.
Yeah. Got a supply center. It can resist.
So Atlanta's at risk. Cairo's at risk.
That's it.
That's it.
Yep.
That's literally it. I mean, there's a couple with doubles.
Yeah.
I think there's 2 Sao Paulos.
There are.
There's 2 Sao Paulos. There's probably 2 Jacksonville's, I think, out there.
I think there's only one currently. That
Thank
would be
God.
Where's the
No,
fucking...
actually, there are 2.
Where's the
one that we can
destroy?
destroy?
We applied that like what?
3 games ago.
3 games ago.
Yeah. It's ridiculous.
Still haven't drawn it,
Yep. Oh shit.
and we probably won't this
Yeah,
game
thank
because
you.
that's a chunky.
That is a very
Pile
chunky
right there.
deck.
We got very lucky with our epidemic draws thus
We did.
far.
What happens if you draw an epidemic and can't go up on the infection rate?
By then you should be dead.
Probably, but
I don't
But,
know.
I mean, thus far
I don't
we've
know
had
if it's
very good
technically possible,
resiliency.
unless you did something very wrong.
right, yeah.
Paris,
Paris. All right. Oh shit! I think there's 2 of those.
Atlanta,
Laying out breaks.
New York.
New York loses.
That's fine. Drastic measures.
Mm-hmm.
I can clean San Francisco. Finally.
Or you should leave San Francisco. Oh
No, drastic measures.
Yeah,
we got both of them.
My bad.
I mean, we'll see what happens.
Yeah,
next,
yeah.
but
Yeah.
That was the end of my turn.
Yes,
Yes.
because you just drew the purple card.
take them.
I'm guessing Cairo.
If Cairo doesn't pop next turn, I can use local production there.
I think that there was only one Paris,
Yeah, I honestly don't.
and I think that there was only one New York.
There was definitely only one New York. I have a feeling there were 2 Parises, but I legitimately can't remember.
Okay, so the question is right now, where do I go and what do I help?
Okay, so high priorities are Cairo. We know that Jacksonville and Washington are going to be problems.
You can build a supply center. You should build that now.
Yes.
Yes,
Istanbul,
Istanbul, I think.
Unless...
Do you want to go to Moscow
Yeah. That.
and build there? It's one
That's-
population.
that's
It's
what
something
you
we
wanna
do
do.
normally, anyways.
It's a lot to get there, but I think it's definitely worth it.
3,
I can fly you to Cairo or
2.
somewhere else afterward.
3. No, sorry. 3, 1,
2.
2.
Boop.
Damn it! Can't be in Paris.
Because you have no cubes. You could have picked up some from Istanbul before you left.
Yeah, I think I will have done that. I'll
Take one. Please.
really for now. There are 2 Istanbuls.
There's 2 Istanbuls and I'm right there.
Yeah. So that would be 3, 1, 2, 3,
And then Bruce for 4.
4.
Yep. It's a good turn.
I think that's the best option.
It's definitely a good turn.
No, sorry.
Wow.
Slightly different. Pick up.
Mm-hmm.
Free.
Mm-hmm.
1. Or, yeah, 1, 2, 3.
Right, because you get the
4.
free pick up and
Yes.
deliver.
Yes.
That's, yep. I was like, how do you have the same number of actions?
Yeah.
How did...
That's right.
Because should Paris still have 2?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I picked one up from Istanbul, then I did a produce deliver here.
Oh,
and then I
okay.
did that
He gets
instead
that-
of just a regular
He gets
deliver.
that awesome dual
Got it.
produce
Yes.
deliver bullshit.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Jacksonville. Sadly not one of the ones we need. Hey, portable lab.
This is really good for me.
Yes, it's just super good. And then infect 3 cities.
Washington?
Yeah.
I can
Mexico?
remote drop.
Yeah.
I can remote
Cairo?
Nah.
Well, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's,
not that
that's
bad.
perfectly fine.
We made a judgment call.
Yeah.
I think it was the right one.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
Okay.
That being said, your turn.
My turn.
I'm gonna go.
Cairo.
Yep.
Pop my local produce supplies.
Mm-hmm.
So I get, or Cairo gets 5. I will pick up 3 of them.
Yeah. I think that's generally the safest bet. Numerically.
Do you want to get moved out?
You don't want to move him there.
No.
I would love to get moved out, but I don't think you have enough
Although,
actions.
I mean, what you could do, how many actions do you have remaining?
Okay. 1 move to Cairo.
Two
2 to local produce.
That's it.
2 left.
2 left.
2 left.
You could move him to you, and then move to Tripoli and bring him with you.
Either that or move to Tripoli and just bring me there.
Or, yeah.
same
Yeah,
action.
exactly. 6 of one, half of the
Yeah.
dozen of the other. Oh, but you wouldn't be able to remote drop then.
Yeah, I kind of want to remote drop onto
Washington.
Do it. Leave me there.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Okay.
I do have extra mobility.
I'm going to move to Denver.
Ooh,
Because that is in the same area.
good thinking.
Good idea.
And I'll drop onto Washington remotely.
Cool. Cool. No doubt.
So that's 4.
I think I'm going to connect St. Petersburg next turn.
Yeah.
Can do.
Don't see that as a problem.
Draw 2. Cairo.
Okay.
Useless.
And
Epidemic. Ooh, I don't like that.
that's a little
I
rough.
don't like this. I don't like this at
Well,
all.
actually, it's not that bad.
Cairo
Atlanta is the best
reinforced.
one.
Atlanta and Mexico City both.
Istanbul.
Doesn't that mean there's 2 Istanbuls in there?
No,
now?
there's 1.
Okay.
We got 1 Istanbul, 1 Cairo, 1 Mexico City, 1 Washington, 1 New York, 1 Atlanta, and 1 Paris.
So Mexico City, Atlanta, and New
New
York
York.
are the problems.
And Istanbul.
Well, I mean, yeah. Well, we're drawing 4. We're gonna get fucked.
Also, we're there.
Yeah, we are. All right. Well, let's see what happens.
Let's see how fucked do we get.
You can end the game on your turn, Jacob.
Yeah, you can.
Because we built 3 supply centers.
Oh, we should probably track that. Oh, we.
I
We
haven't
did.
been
We
tracking
did track it.
I
It is
will-
completely
That's why it's
tracked.
turned sideways.
Okay.
Yeah.
We
yeah.
can end it on your turn.
Yes.
So we
I was
just
already
gotta-
planning on doing connections.
We just
so.
got to make it there.
Theoretically, I probably could have ended it on that turn without when I was thinking about it. I could have picked up from Istanbul, moved to Frankfurt, and connected St. Pete.
You could have.
We just didn't think about it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Washington,
Washington. Well, there. Glad I popped that one.
Istanbul,
Istanbul outbreaks.
Paris,
Paris is fine.
Mexico.
Mexico City, which is already
Ooh, Mexico City.
rough.
Yeah. Well,
Did we
I
move
mean-
up for the incident track?
Okay.
We just have to survive one more turn.
One turn more.
So Greg's turn.
You can pop. We'll save it to the end before the game ends, but you can pop drastic measures.
Okay, so let's see this here. So Atlanta and New York are basically guaranteed to be in there.
Yes.
Yes.
Can you reinforce Atlanta?
Yes, that's not a problem. It's can I reinforce both? And I think the answer is no. So,
I think Atlanta's the more important one right now, I guess. Or I don't know. Both of them are fucking 2.
I mean, so all right, here we go. 1, 2,
Mm-hmm.
3. Fuck out of there.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't reinforce New York. which is a shame.
Yes.
But I can.
At this point,
I can chart a sea lane from Jacksonville to Montgomery, which would shave one action off getting there.
That might not be bad, and then I could go from here, and I could take care of.
So the only
you're ending on your turn.
I'm talking about like future games.
The only consideration is we can do one of the following: Jacksonville to Montgomery or New York to Vigneto. We can't do both because they would cross each other.
Yes. Technically, Vigneto would be better because then I could stand on Vigneto and connect to Lagos, Sao Paulo, Jacksonville, and New York. Whereas Montgomery, London is safe, and New York would be the only, and then there would only be two that I would be able to connect to.
Mm-hmm.
So technically, Vigneto is the better of the two options.
Okay. Well, in that case, I think there's no reason for me not to just deliver in Jacksonville in case, like, something goes horrendously wrong. So we'll do that. And,
I think that's all you got.
I think it is too.
That's your fourth action.
One away from that, too. Shit.
I know, right? We'll get there eventually. Well, I think making this permanent is probably something we'll want to do.
Yeah.
And then, we'll go from there. All right, so before I end my turn, drastic measures.
Cool.
No, hold on to that.
Yeah, do it before.
Do it right before Jacob ends.
Yes.
Because we want to see what gets drawn.
Yeah.
Because Justin, it
other way around.
It almost certainly won't matter, but it might.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I agree.
All right.
Draw your own cards.
Istanbul.
Okay.
Fucking so many blue cards. Jeez.
Yeah.
1.
Cairo.
2.
Atlanta.
3.
New York.
Yep. 4.
Denver.
Cool. All right. So
now,
New York, Atlanta, Mexico City, and San Francisco are all two populations that have
San Francisco.
San Francisco's fine.
True. Yep. So Atlanta, New York, Mexico City.
2 of those 3. I'd say Mexico City because it's an ass and a half to get to.
Yep.
Yes, I agree. Definitely Mexico City.
Okay.
And remember, we can spend 1 victory point.
Yeah. I say
on boosting the other that we don't save.
I would say Atlanta.
Okay. Cool. That's that.
Yeah. All right.
Go ahead, Jacob.
Is there anything that I should do before ending that will help us in any way, shape, or form? I don't think so.
I don't think so. The only thing I would say is connecting, but as soon as you connect one, my only thing was connect both sides, but definitely connect it from Frankfurt.
I can't connect. All right.
You can't connect it from both. As soon as you connect
as soon as I connect one.
Yeah, that's why I was
So
saying.
Which would you rather?
I would say Frankfurt.
Okay.
Because Moscow would be a pain in the ass to get to.
1, 2, 3.
Alrighty, guys. Well, that was 2 wins in a row.
Yeah, it feels pretty good. Even though that last one was a little...
And it's going to lead to the almost certain loss in June.
You mean July?
July.
Yeah, this was June. That's the crazy part.
Yeah.
Okay. So we need to add St. Petersburg, which is another fucking blue card.
Yep.
Double search.
Double search.
Which is pretty cool.
I wonder what the sea search is going to show.
It's probably just like supplies or like some gold.
I mean, the last time we did a sea search, we got a laboratory.
Well, right, but that's because that was connection here.
Right.
There's literally no room
I'm
at
talking
the top
about second to last time.
Oh, you mean Opal?
Got Opal.
Was that a sea search?
No, that was
No,
last.
that
was
was
a
a land
land
search.
search.
Yeah, you're right.
Either way.
Right.
Okay,
the sea search
are
was
we paused? We are paused.
All right.
We get some shit. Ration events.
Nice.
Great, more to choose from now.
I know, right? Now that we're down to fucking 2 funding, yeah, we're gonna lose. Like, let's be real. All right. New volunteers from the Havens have decided to join us.
About fucking time.
44 and 49, or
I got
wherever there.
Oh, you have somewhere.
I only go up to 40.
All right.
New character options.
44. Read that.
44. Sanitation officer. As a free action, discard 2 player cards to take a city or produce supplies card from the player discard pile.
Sorry, say again?
As a free action, discard 2 player cards to take a city or produce supplies card from the player discard pile.
Interesting. And that's a character end upgrade?
That is, yeah.
So it's basically...
That is immediately creating a new character using this job.
New characters.
Oh, this
is a new character.
Yes.
Interesting.
And now I have a veteran sailor of the Haven ships used to make supply. Of the Haven ships used to make supply runs to the mainland. Captain, as a free action, discard a city card to move from any port location to any other port location on the grid if you can trace a sea route to it.
So it's a more flexible sail.
Yes.
Basically, you don't have to have the exact card.
Yes.
It's kind of cool.
We have to immediately make the these 2 characters.
Okay. So,
we should leave them nameless.
There we go.
Also,
we've got a viewer. What do you think about names? If you feel like
hello, random person.
Yeah, if you feel like not lurking, which you may not, that's totally up to you. I respect that. But we have 2 new characters to name, so feel free to pitch something.
Yeah, exactly. If you have any ideas, let us know. We would love input for at least one of them, if not both. And you can also choose their portrait if you do chime in.
So 2 new ration events. One is inoculation unit. Put up to 3 infection cards from the infection discard pile into package 6. You may play this card between steps 2 and 3 of an epidemic.
Okay.
What's that?
Ration event. And this is the one that made me make the face. Expeditionary voyage. The current player may do the chart sea lane action for free. Do not spend an action or any supply cubes. This sea lane may cross any number of red region lines. We could literally go from here to fucking New Zealand eventually.
That is awesome. We could connect fucking San Francisco to Cairo.
Yes.
Oh no.
No, we technically couldn't because it would cross these.
Yeah.
We could connect it to Lagos.
We could connect it to Lagos.
Yeah.
Or South Africa.
We don't want to do that though.
We don't.
Actually, we shouldn't connect anything else. I just thought about this. We shouldn't connect anything else on the West Coast.
Yeah.
Reason being that when we get the coast here, we'll be able to connect it to these guys.
Sure.
Otherwise, if we connect there, the only one will be San Francisco.
Yeah.
Yep. Or the Haven.
Okay. But yeah, so those are the 2 new ration event cards. We opened the 2 new volunteers, and that is all of that. Stop, draw this card, and read the other side during step 2 of the setup of your first game in July. New objective. I don't know what it is yet, but new objective. Which presumably will prompt us to destroy one of our old objectives because, holy shit, we're running out of room.
Yep.
Okay, let's see. Start putting shit away.
Probably assumes that we want to we've reconned a Lost Haven by now.
Yeah.
Or it could be getting rid of connect 2 cities to the grid, considering we only have 2 cities.
I think it might change the mandatory objective.
It's possible.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, game end upgrades. So, cities connected to the grid, we added, where the hell?
2.
Here we go.
We added 2. We should still be in the same bracket.
Probably.
We'll
be at 6 victory points.
Be at 20?
Yeah, we're still in the same. So still 6 points.
Okay.
Which my argument is to give +1 population to St. Pete and New York to keep New York at 2. Did you break that Sharpie?
I don't think so.
Okay.
No, it just spurted at me.
I think New York, St. Pete having +1, so that's 2 of them. I think
Moscow's fine.
We should permanentize Lagos.
So that's 5.
Yeah.
So we get 1 more.
Yeah. Or you can just increase one somewhere.
Yeah, or I know there's some other 1
Yeah.
+1 upgrades. Which we can now think if any of those character upgrades work with Captain or Sanitation Officer.
Messing things up, Greg.
Here we go. Game and shit.
Apparently we scared him off.
Yeah. They come on kind of strong.
You watching us,
lurker.
come out of
Tell
lurk
us.
mode. No, I was going to say the same thing.
Alright, so, last permanent supply center
or
on the
keep
original
Istanbul
card.
as, on the level that it is.
It's already on 4 though.
You know, not a bad thing.
Yeah.
So, permanent supply center in Lagos.
Yep.
Alright, population changes. Lagos goes up. Alright, hang on. I'm going to take away everything that isn't a supply center or a plague cube.
Denver's at 7. It's stupid.
No
It's
reason not to
great.
just keep
It's
going,
fantastic.
man.
I love Denver.
Denver is the best. It is the opposite of Jacksonville.
Pretty fucking cool city. Alright, so Denver goes to 7.
Yep.
San Francisco doesn't change.
New York, we're just going to add at least 1 point, so that's going to stay at 2.
And we're going to do the same we said with... wasn't there one other? Oh, no, we were going to increase St. Petersburg and Moscow.
Yeah, Moscow we get for free because of the supply center.
Yeah.
Right.
And
So Moscow's free.
and then St. Petersburg is 1
Cairo
point.
goes to 6.
Yeah, it does.
Nice. Second
No, it doesn't.
Why not?
We had a cube in there.
Where did it
Did
go?
we?
I took it off because it was the same. Pretty sure we did.
You sure?
Back up the video.
Yeah, actually, do you want to check that?
Yeah. 1 sec.
Because getting Cairo to 6 would be nice.
Yeah, again, we still have no idea what the implications for that are, but I'm sure they exist. Where the fuck are you, Jacksonville? Step the fuck up, Kyle.
It's still the one that's destroy, right?
Yep.
So the first time we draw it,
It's gonna be awesome. We're just gonna fucking demolish it. Just gonna go, "Rah!"
I'm gonna claim the right to delete
Oh,
that
totally. Yeah. No one would dare take that from you.
one.
Yeah.
Okay. And then, so that was 3. We spent 2. We have 1 more, which means our options are Smuggler. As an action, discard a city card to take a supply cube from the reserve and put it into the city matching the card. Broken Link, previously discussed.
Yeah, we had one. Sweet.
We did?
Yeah, we did.
I think we did.
Runner, as an action, discard a city card while in a haven or supply center to move to any location on the grid. That's not bad now that we're getting a lot more inland places.
What is it?
As an action, discard a city card while in a haven or supply center to move to any location on the grid. It's fly.
Yeah.
Basically.
It's not bad.
That
How much does
combined
that
with
cost?
1.
That combined with the captain could make him a very mobile.
These are all the things that cost
Individual.
1 at this point.
Yeah.
Because that's all we can afford. And Foundations.
Yeah.
So,
Again, I am hesitant
Smuggler,
about...
Broken Link, Runner, and Foundations.
And we have 2 left.
No, we have 1.
Why?
Because we spent
Oh, yeah.
1, 2, 5.
Yep. My other thought is to keep that at 4, but
Sorry.
I
Kick you.
am hesitant about us putting an upgrade onto one of the main 3 characters.
Yeah.
Just because...
I mean, like that. What is it? The runner. No.
Runner, yeah.
I mean, I could do very well with the runner as well, but again, I do agree with the hesitation of putting an extra one on the.
Runner is fly action, right?
Yeah.
I could do well with Runner.
You could do very well with runner.
I could move anywhere on the map, move someone to me.
Yeah.
And then free drag them along twice.
I mean, this is the thing, right? Like, you hesitate to put all your eggs into one basket, especially if your strategy has to change, but, like, of the people, like, this isn't quite like Season 1, where you have a very clear shift in terms of, like, okay, we want to do cures, okay, we want to do quarantines. Like, that's a very clear priority shift.
That shift started happening around this time.
I feel like it happened earlier.
No.
Like, we got the quarantine expert in, like, April or May.
Yeah, we're currently in June. We just finished May.
No, we just finished June.
I know, I'm saying today we finished May.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair.
I think things are going to change as soon as we get these things out.
That's probably true.
Yeah. Like, that's, like, I completely agree with the hesitation of putting all of our eggs in one basket. I mean, like, we did go through most of the game with other things, but I would wait at least one more turn, at least, to discover this part before we say like that this person is going to be like our everything.
And now Cairo is black is technically scoutable.
Yeah. So now both of them are currently scoutable. Both of them have permanent supply centers.
Mm-hmm.
And
I mean, I was one card away from reconning.
The other thing is we're currently going to have one change in objective. So that's going to change some shit.
That's going to change some shit.
I can get on board with being hesitant to apply another upgrade.
Well,
the only thing is, do we want to apply that to Istanbul, or do we want to bring up another city? One of the twos.
So
there's plenty of twos out there.
I know I've advocated against this. But what do people think about Broken Link?
Broken Link again?
If you draw this card, you can discard a card to cancel all future draws for this infection step. Like, it's conditional, and it has a cost.
It's very conditional, though.
But, like,
I don't know.
Is that worse than just raising one city, one population? In terms
Honestly,
of, like, practical benefit?
In terms of practical benefit, I think probably Broken Link is better. Just, like...
Yeah.
I'm definitely one of the people that likes Broken Link. I think that it is a decent...
Because that's the thing of it, too, right? Is, like, at the moment, there is a 0% chance to gain this effect.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Why not give ourselves, like, at least the possibility?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think Broken Link?
Go on board with it, yeah.
Alright, what is a card that we are never going to destroy?
Somewhere that's been fairly good to us.
/ remove.
Cairo.
Yeah,
Cairo...
I feel like a permanent supply center location is probably a good choice. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Cairo is probably going to be the one.
Well, but are we more likely to destroy it though as an infection?
No.
Because if it's a permanent supply center.
No, I think that's what makes it not as destroyable. Like literally, that's what we've done in the past.
Right,
like,
it would be okay
games.
getting a plague there because of that.
Yeah, like getting up to 3 plague cubes in a supply center location.
Do we want to do Denver? Because it's already approaching. You cannot go above 8 population.
True.
Which means the utility of having that permanent supply center in Denver, from the perspective of population increase, is going to decrease.
True.
It's basically going to hit a wall.
There are scenarios though, and this is only a 1 card difference. But there are scenarios where we might draw Broken Link Cairo, and there might be another Cairo coming up in the same draw. That is statistically more likely
I don't think that matters, though.
Because Denver was a 2 as opposed to a 3.
Well, true, but it doesn't...
It doesn't matter what city comes next.
It doesn't prevent...
It just prevents all draws.
Because it doesn't prevent just that city. It's literally, if you're willing to discard a card, you stop all draws.
Yeah. Okay.
So I don't think it really matters.
I do get what you mean from the perspective of, like... Yeah, but it'd be cool. Like, it'd be more likely to prevent a double whammy.
Right.
But I think I'm leaning towards Denver. Simply because of the, like...
Yeah.
We want to put it on the supply center location, and Denver is the one that is currently doing the best, and therefore we care the least about making sure that it doesn't get cubes.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, I think that we... Yeah, sure. That works. Because Cairo is going to be later on in a bit of a different...
Cairo is going to be at the center of the fucking world.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Cairo is going to be in the center of the world. Denver is currently at the center of the U.S., but it's all right.
Literally, it might be the close... No, Lagos is probably the closest card geographically to the center of the world.
Probably. Currently. All right.
Well, no, but in the future, like when we get all this shit. Like, it's in the center of the map.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Cool. Okay.
Cool. Okay. So that's all 6?
That's all 6.
That's all 6 points.
Did we... Was Lagos already at 3? Did we put a... Does it need a 4?
It was already at 3.
It was.
Cool. Alright, that was a good pair of games.
Yeah.
I feel good about what just happened.
Yeah.
We are behind the curve in terms of exploration.
Yeah.
A little bit.
I sneakied a little bit and saw that the next one is if you haven't explored Africa yet, scratch this box.
Okay, so we will explore Africa next game.
We have to do
Or
that.
That will be a thing.
That'll be our
It will be done for us.
I know, but what I'm saying is that should be our main goal.
What do you mean?
Because remember last time we lost all the benefits of exploring South America when we didn't do it in time.
No, we haven't done it in time.
Like
That our first game in July, we put Africa on there.
Okay, I thought you meant at the end.
No, that's what I mean by we're behind the curve.
Yeah, but we got a lot of...
We got a lot
benefit.
done.
We got Rapa Nui up.
We were ahead of the curve on Europe. Like, we're doing okay.
Yeah.
Europe is all connected.
Yeah, all of this. So the only currents, we've got 2 cities that have not yet been connected.
Honestly, Frankfurt might be a not bad
Bogota,
place to
Santiago,
pop a supply center next game.
It might be.
And make it
Central.
permanent.
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to start picking
Alright,
some of this stuff
well-
up. Thank you, everybody, for joining us.
Thank you. I see that we have some people that joined at the very end. We appreciate you joining in. Unfortunately, we just finished up our second game.
Womp womp.
We just won. What was it?
June.
June. So we will be going on to July in 2 weeks' time. Otherwise, we will be streaming again on Wednesday night. Wednesday, we are going to be playing Seafall, another legacy game. We will be going into game 3, I believe, right?
I believe that's
Yes.
correct.
3, and we will see. I will try not to be as salty as the sea that we're sailing. And then on next Saturday and Sunday, we will be doing 2 live streams, one on Saturday, one on Sunday. And the Saturday one is going to be at Labyrinth Games and Puzzles, our local gaming store, for Tabletop Day. There we will be talking to some designers, playing some games, doing some fun stuff.
Doing the do.
And we really hope that you join us, either in person or on the stream. And then on Sunday, we will be doing an unstable draft. So Magic the Gathering, we will have an unstable draft. We will have people actually talking about stuff and having a lot of fun. And yeah, so that is our current plan. Also some YouTube videos coming out. Let's see, I wonder if my command works. I don't think it does. So I don't think I have it turned on.
Fuck.
Yep. We do have a YouTube channel as well as a website, which I will give right now. In case anyone wants to follow our stuff. Just give me 1 moment.
I don't write my character card. Now, well,
That's alright. I mean, we always play the same characters anyway. So.
yeah.
See this. And there. So check us out there. We have a Facebook page, Twitter, all that kind of stuff. Don't forget to follow. And yeah, so hopefully we will see you on Wednesday. Have a good night, everyone.
See y'all. Guys, thanks for joining.